What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It is your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. First things first, salute to the unfiltered nation, salute to the unfiltered fam, salute to the mod squad, salute to you goons that are running it up. Get them lights where they need to be at, man. When you walk in the house, turn the lights on, man. Flick the light switch, run them lights up. Keep the lights at 50%. Last but certainly not least, tip your bartender, man. What's going on, bruh? Thursday. But I'm here to celebrate. And if I'm here to celebrate, it's time to blaze one for the nation, dog. It's a celebration again, dog. It's a celebration for me. Because exactly 42 years ago today, I became a three-ringer. I became a three-ring champion in Raider Nation. Today, January 22nd, 1984. Remember last week when I celebrated my first Super Bowl? Now I'm celebrating my last one, bro. It's right here. It'll be this. No. Oh, no. That's a Super Bowl 15. So, what? Okay. Yeah. It's this one. Excuse me. It's 15. That's 18. It's this one. All right. I mean, shit, I got so many on the hat. I can't decide. I mean, I got this one too. I mean, it's right here. Super Bowl 18 right here. Okay. So I'm here to celebrate you guys and to talk about the coaching carousel where the coaching pool is getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. All right. So let me go ahead and light his ass up first. Okay. And we're about to talk about a couple things. But main thing is, man, I'm looking forward to the Raiders finally getting their act together so I can get this fourth one, bro. But today is the day I became a three-time champion, bro. And I remember that game. And if you ever want to just have some time to do something, man, go to here on YouTube and put in, you can watch the full game. And guess who was the color commentator for that game? That would be the man that gave me my first ring, John Madden. It was John Madden and Pat Summerall doing the call. I mean, so it just goes to show you, when I won my third one, my coach who won me my first one was in the booth calling the game. I mean, it was just beautiful, man. It was just back where things were supposed to be. Back when the NFL couldn't do anything about it. They couldn't cheat their way. They couldn't try to sabotage our way. They couldn't do nothing. All they can do is get their brains beat in, bro. That's it. Huh? So I'm here to celebrate my third ring, man, and to constantly remind myself why Matthew Shack Unfiltered is the channel that nobody can fade when it comes over here, because you don't even, these people out here, bruh, not only do they just get it wrong, they can't even claim anyone. They can't even claim this last one. Can't claim nothing. I could claim them all, bruh. So this is where you need to be, bruh. Beautiful as hell, bro, to watch my team absolutely dismantle that Joe Theismann, Joe Gibbs team that beat us earlier in the year, bruh. We beat their brains in. We won 38-9. We won that Super Bowl in a blowout, 38-9. That's 29 points, bruh. Okay? Hey, we won the Super Bowl by 29, dog. That just, what I'm used to is total domination. Okay? I'm not used to what I'm seeing now, but we got the first pick in the draft. Let's see what we do, bruh. Okay? So I'm here for that. And I'm also here to let you guys know that the coaching pool in the National Football League is getting smaller and smaller because earlier today, Jesse Minter just became the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. So another domino has fallen, and we did interview Jesse Mentor. As a matter of fact, we called him twice. Okay, he's the what? The defensive coordinator for the Chargers, I think. And we did call him in for a second interview. So he did make the second round, but I guess Baltimore's not playing. Okay. They're like, let me go ahead and get my coach. And what is the Raiders doing? I mean, I guess we're walking around twiddling our thumbs, I guess. I mean, people are just disappearing. Okay, didn't we see Micah McDaniel go to the Chiefs Chargers yesterday? Didn't we just see Eric Bieniemy return back to Kansas City? I mean, aren't we seeing Robert Saleh go to the Titans? What are we doing, you guys? I don't know. I can't call it. I have no idea what we're doing. But whatever it is we're doing, we're not doing it fast enough. Right? Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, man. I wasn't old enough to smoke a cigar when I won my Super Bowl that time. But I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Okay? Now, here's another thing. I've been getting you guys' texts, your emails, your DMs, and you guys are now, all of a sudden, you guys are extremely concerned about the Lamar Jackson coming to the Raiders rumor. Remember the rumor that I covered last week that everybody was telling me, oh, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard since this and that and all this, oh, it's not going to happen. Now all of a sudden, a little over a week later, now everybody's playing catch up. And now everyone's concerned because you heard it from other people. But you heard it from me last week. Okay? Where I said that there was a little bit of smoke or sparks going on with this potential Lamar Raider deal. Okay? Like I said before, bro, we get shit here before. So go back a week ago. But now you guys seem to be concerned. But when I reported it last week, y'all said, oh man, Shaq, what are you doing? I even had a dumb follower. Okay, hey, you were dumb for what you said. I don't care. You were dumb to tell me, Shaq, you're better than this, bro. Am I? When Mike Florio reported it, the biggest hater in Raider media is him. He reported it. Other networks, publications reported it. Heavy.com, a bunch of other places. But it's me. It's never me, you guys. It's always me getting shit right, bruh. That's what it is. And I told you there's a little bit of smoke going on with this situation. Okay? Now, with all that being said, this is all being pushed because Lamar Jackson retweeted some type of tweet of a guy who said his 8-year-old son, who was a big fan of Lamar Jackson, predicted that he was going to get traded to the Raiders. And Lamar Jackson, not only did he like it, he also retweeted it. Now everybody's running around. And I'm like, man, that's what it takes. That's what it takes, bro. It takes somebody else to tell you what I told you. When I told you, Shaq, blah, blah, blah. Now you see somebody else. Now you want to run around and act like what they're saying is so valid when I said it a week ago. I tried to tell you, man, there was something to it. And I said, as far as the Ravens are concerned, there hasn't been any communication or hasn't been any signals being put up that they are willing to trade Lamar Jackson, nor are they willing to trade Lamar Jackson to the Raiders for the picks that are being determined that I told you the other day that your boy Fernando Mendoza, the price just went up. The price is now 2026 number one, 2027 number one draft pick. First round, not number one, excuse me, first round. 2026 second round pick and 2027 second round pick. What's being thrown around is the Ravens trading Lamar Jackson to the Raiders for the first pick of the draft, which will be Fernando Mendoza, plus a first next year and a second this year. Now all of a sudden you guys are all concerned now. But I told you last week, dog, I always say things before it happens, bruh. I always tell you. I told you a week ago, man, to pay attention. I told you a week ago to pay attention. Told you a week ago, it's not a slam dunk. We got non-Raiders in the building who don't have any type of affinity for the Raiders. They want to do what they want. And I told you Tom Brady's the one who's going to be calling a shot unless Mark Davis decides that he wants Mendoza. And I said to Mr. Davis, you need to pick this pick. We saw dumbass Stephen A. Clown talking about everybody in the Raider organization needs to shut up, and the only person that needs to be making this decision is Tom Brady. I said, man, if you don't get your bald, receding hairline, Steeler loving ass off of my TV, bruh. Okay, well, he wasn't on my TV, he was on my phone. I tried to tell you that there is some talk about it and it's starting to smoke. Okay, so is Mendoza a lock? You tell me if he's a lock. But you can't tell me that I didn't warn you, you goofies. I told you goofies last week, pay attention to this shit. Now, y'all hitting me up. Hey, Shaq, man, these rumors are starting to piss me off, bro, because we shouldn't do it. And huh? Where was all that energy at when I told you that last week to get prepared? Didn't I tell you, man, to be a Boy Scout? Didn't I tell you to have a condom in your wallet, dog? Didn't I tell you to be prepared just in case some buns get past your way? Didn't I tell you, bro? I told you. And I always tell you, and you never listen, bro. Y'all just walk on past Uncle Shaq like Uncle Shaq don't be getting this shit dead on right, bro. I told you a week ago. Now you're concerned. I don't have no sympathy for you guys, bro. You keep ignoring your Unc. Unc told you what it was last week. Now you're starting to hear all the little yahoos and all the little boo-boo cats that are running around. Biggest shit on YouTube, getting shit continuously wrong when they said we're getting Jesse Minter. We're not getting Jesse Minter because Jesse Minter just signed with the damn Baltimore Ravens. These dudes never get nothing right. But as soon as they start talking about what I talked about a week ago, now they're talking about it. Now you're concerned, bro. I mean, like I said, bro, I can't help you guys, bro. I can't help you. I'm going to always be me. I'm always going to tell you in advance, and I'm always going to get the shit right, bro. But like I said, y'all got it, bro. It's not a slam dunk, dog. You better hope that this is a very nice John Stockton layup. Okay, if you come from my era, I've never seen John Stockton miss a layup, ever, because he always laid it up off the glass. He didn't try to do no finger roll. He didn't try to just spin it up or drop it in. He always went directly to the glass, laid it up off the glass, and it went in. Okay, I tried to warn you guys, right? This has more legs than it did last week. But you told me, oh, Shaq, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I would expect more. Oh, yeah. Don't let Tom Brady do you dirty. Don't let him come in here and do you dirty, bruh. Don't let him do it. Because if I was the Ravens, I might consider doing it. You get a fresh start. You get Lamar out of there. You bring in Mendoza. You got a brand new coach. You got a brand new start over, bro. You get the start over quick. Lamar's been injury prone. Lamar's been getting banged up. You can get rid of him, and you can get you a fresh, the hottest college football player on the planet. I'd do it. And I tried to warn you guys last week. Now you're scared. Y'all scared. You scared. You scared, dog. And you should be. Yeah, Bill. We became 3 ringers today, Bill. 42 years ago today, bruh. No, January 22nd, 1984. That one right there, bruh. Today. So I'm celebrating, bruh. I'm going to celebrate, smoke a cigar. Okay? I got me some nice salmon inside, bro. So after I get done with this, I'm gonna enjoy my salmon. I'm gonna watch the Lakers and the strippers, aka the Clippers, play. I'm enjoying myself. But like I told you, man, two things are happening. Number one, you're not you're not picking up nobody fast enough. You're gonna have to go with a Kubiak, bro. It's looking like it's gonna be Kubiak, a Kubiak who is just he's just okay, bro. He's not. That's not no big deal, bro. He's all right. Let's just keep it a buck. He's okay. He's all right. Is he a better coach than Pete Carroll? No. Oh, you think because Pete Carroll had a bad season with you, he's a bad coach? No. You're just a bad football team because everybody that coaches you, you don't win. Everybody who's your coach don't do shit who's not named Rich Bisaccia. Outside of that, Rich Bisaccia is the only one who can coach your raggedy football team. Everybody else failed. Pete Carroll, Hall of Fame coach in NCAAs and the pros. One of only 3 men in the history of football to win a national championship and a Super Bowl. Couldn't help your raggedy ass team. Okay? Antonio Pierce, a real Raider who you didn't want him to be your coach because he was a brother. He tried to help you. He couldn't fix your shit. Josh McDaniels, a 6-time Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator, couldn't fix your shit. Rich Bisaccia, a guy who came in who fixed your shit you didn't want because you said he didn't have enough experience. That effed you up. And John Gruden, the second time that he came back, the second coming, who didn't even have a winning record in the 4 years he was your coach. He didn't help you do shit either. Can't make it up. What is Clint Kubiak gonna do, bro? That's how bad your team. Nobody of any stature wants to coach your squad, bro. Nobody. Mm-mm. Even Jesse Mentor didn't want to coach your team. Robert Saleh didn't want to coach your team, bro. Nobody wants to coach your shit. Okay? Nobody, bro. Nobody. You didn't even get a Harbaugh interview. Okay? Harbaugh didn't even come your direction. He's like, oh man, I'll go ahead and pass on the free Las Vegas trip. Nobody wants to coach your raggedy ass team, dog. Huh? Okay? Nobody. Okay? So at the end of the damn day, dog, I'm sitting here and I'm celebrating. 42 years ago, I won my last ring. And that was the last time the Raiders won anything. So the last time the Raiders won something, I won something. Picture that, bro. And if you're not at least 42 years old, you don't have a ring. And based on what's happening now, it's not looking any closer. Not looking any closer when it comes to this coaching staff. We hired a linebackers coach too yesterday. I don't even know who the hell he is. Why are we hiring linebackers coaches? You know why? Why would you hire a linebackers coach if you don't have a defensive coordinator? You'd only hire a linebackers coach if you had a DC, right? So who's the DC? PG. Has to be PG. Has to be Patrick Graham. Why are we hiring linebackers coaches? What are we hiring a linebackers coach for? Don't you think that a coach that has any balls or has any type of cachet is going to want to hire his own people? That's how I know we're not going to hire nobody that's ever been a coach before. You're getting ready to hire a rookie head coach who's never been a coach before because you already hired a linebacker and you already have your defensive coordinator in place. I didn't hear anything unless Patrick Graham leaves. Now, maybe this linebacker coach, if Patrick Graham decides to go to Miami or decides to go somewhere else, would become your DC. But I never heard of the dude. I never heard of homie. Okay? So that's my point. My point is, Yvonne Holland with the $9.99 donut. What's going on, Yvonne? What's going on? Hey, what's happening, girl? Hey, it's a celebration, bitches. We won our championship that last day, okay? 42 years ago, bro. Today. Man, Back then, I thought, man, by now I'd be sitting on 10 championships. Now I'm sitting on the same one that I sat on when I was a teenager. The same one. The same one is the last one I got, bro. 42 years waiting for this team to get their shit together, bro. I mean, damn. All it takes is a Brady to go ahead and say, let's try Lamar. Let's try this out. You guys are going to be in absolute shambles if we don't draft Fernando Mendoza. You're going to be in shambles. I'm not. I'm not going to be in shambles. But you are. Okay? Because like I said, all of these is mine. That one and the two that are right here. I'm good. This one was today. So, hey, I don't know, but the Lamar Jackson rumor has got you guys shook, bruh. Lamar Jackson rumor got you guys shook, bruh. Y'all shook. Y'all shook in the draws. Okay? At the end of the damn day, dog, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Okay? But, hey, something better happen soon. All right? And if it doesn't take this long to just hire the dude, if we're gonna hire, what are we waiting for? The only thing I could be thinking of is that we're waiting for the the Rams offensive coordinator, but they're to after this weekend. The what's his name? What's his name? Not Mike Minter, Micah LaFleur, Matt LaFleur's brother. Matt LaFleur, head coach of the Packers, his brother, Mike LaFleur. We might be waiting for him, okay? Once they get into the Super Bowl, if they make the Super Bowl or they don't make the Super Bowl this weekend. They make the Super Bowl this weekend, you probably can go ahead and say you can hire him because he will be, you got the 2 weeks before the Super Bowl to prepare. So that would be the only thing. But the problem is no one else is waiting. Your competition is not waiting, man. You're just sitting around, and we always wait till the last minute, unless a deal is imminent. If a deal is already imminent and we're just waiting, then so be it. But the people that we interviewed, the coaching candidates, to me wasn't that strong, to be honest. It wasn't that strong to me. Okay? So, at the end of the damn day, bro, well, guess we'll find out, won't we? I guess we will find out. But at the end of the damn day, I'm just here because I won a Super Bowl today. I won a Super Bowl. Did you win a Super Bowl today? I did. January 22nd, I won a Super Bowl. Every January 22nd, I won a Super Bowl on that day, dog. That's my Super Bowl birthday, bro. That's my anniversary. I won one, bro. I don't know about y'all. Okay. So let me see what you guys are talking about, man. Like I said before, man. As you can see, I'm just out here celebrating, chilling. Got my 3 ringers on. Okay. And I'm just reminding myself that no matter who runs the ship, no matter who's the captain, I'm the captain now. Whoever's the captain don't have nothing to do with the lifeboat that says Matthew Shack Unfiltered on it. As soon as the Raiders shit hits an iceberg and starts doing this, I just push the automatic button, my yacht just pops off, and I just get in my yacht and I just watch everything sink. I'm not going down with the ship. I don't have to. Okay? So let me read you guys this questions, man. But that's just what it is, bro. Like I told you guys, that Lamar Jackson rumor that I reported last week, and a lot of you guys thought, what are you doing, Shaq? You're just, no, I'm not, dog. I'm always ahead, bro. It is what it is. Now y'all scared to death that Tom Brady, and don't think he won't. Don't think he won't do it. He likes Lamar Jackson. He's been a fan of Lamar Jackson. He doesn't have any affinity for you at all, bro. Tell me when you hear him say Raider Nation. I ain't heard him say the Raider Nation. Have you? I haven't heard him mention us. Haven't heard him mention us at all. Huh? So let's see what you guys got to say about all of this, man. Real quick. All right. Okay. Whitney Thomas, what's good? Hey, man, I'm just chilling, dog. I'm just chilling, man. I've been watching all kinds of Super Bowl 18 videos today, man. It's been all over social media, watching clips. Probably later on tonight, when it calms down, I'm gonna get in front of the TV. I'm gonna get me some popcorn, and I'm gonna watch the entire game. Put it right on the big TV, and watch the entire telecast, bruh. Because you can do that. We can watch the whole telecast uninterrupted, bruh. Watch it from beginning to end. I think I'm going to do that, man. If I don't do it today, I'll probably do it tomorrow. Okay? Daniel Berry Sports in the building. Okay? Official Mac Juice was going on. Pimp Juice was going on. Isaiah was happening. Okay? Salute to the UN, UF, and Mod Squad and all you goons. Clean beans. Another Coach Gunn. We're always first to be last. Well, like I said before, man, unless we have our guy already earmarked, we did the same thing last year. Okay? We did the same thing the year before. Okay? We always are the last to the party, bruh. And it's like, I don't understand why we can't just land our guy and do what we do. I mean, what more do we need to do? Mendoza, what? Mendoza won the championship, what, 4 days ago? Yeah, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. 3 days ago? 4, you know, whatever. Okay? So, we've already done the scouting report on the guy. It doesn't take long to figure out what we need to do. I guarantee you, we've talked to Signetti. We've talked to some people or offensive people. He's no longer eligible to play. You know, oh, well, he is eligible. He's eligible to play. I know we haven't talked to him because he still hasn't declared yet. So, I mean, I think we've done everything we need to do. Why can't we just hire who we need to hire? But no, that's not how the Raiders do things. We always drag our feet, bro. Okay? Gabriel Davis, what's going on, man? It's happening. Tooth's Finest, what's going on? Okay? Winter Thomas, same fella 3-ringer, my brother. Hey, man, you better smoke a good one. I got this one from Bill Holloway. It's called Blackened, bro. I don't know what it is, but it's blackened. Okay? There ain't no black in mine. What is it? S84. Bill Holloway, hey, Big Beezy. I'm celebrating. You better be celebrating too, big dog. Okay? All right, man. Maurice Ross, what's going on, man? Still true Raiders been celebration, man. Super Bowl 18, a.k.a. Black Sunday. Love my Raiders. Hey, man, us 3-ringers, we got something to celebrate. But Patrice won her first one today. So some of us ain't all 3-ringers. Some of us are 2-ringers and 1-ringers. And you fit the mold. You won today. This is when you became a champion. Okay? Either you became a champion once, twice, or a third time. All right? So, like I said, you're not going to see any of these channels put up nothing about it. You're not going to hear them say anything. See, over here, we made it very clear that if you did not live through a Super Bowl victory, you don't get it. We set that bar. They don't never celebrate Super Bowls. They don't never say, today, what was it, 49 years ago last week, the Raiders won their first Super Bowl. You never hear these dudes say that shit because they know not to. Why are they going to celebrate something that they didn't have any involvement in? They're not going to say it at all. You didn't hear nobody say it, and you're not going to. Okay? So that's the point. Over here, man, we celebrate all Raiders Super Bowls, bro. We celebrate Christmas. We celebrate New Year's. We celebrate Thanksgiving, bro. That's it. That's it. We celebrate 4th of July. That's it. We do. Because we can. All right, man. Fish and Juice, hope we get Clint Kubiak. I mean, we ain't got no choice, but let's not act like Clint Kubiak is Mike McDaniel. Let's not act like Clint Kubiak is, Mike Tomlin. But let's not act like he's John Harbaugh. Any of the big-time cats, we didn't even get a sniff, man. Saleh didn't come over there and interview with us. Like, people was avoiding us. Kevin Stefanski, he lucky to have another job. Sorry as he is. So, I guess that is what it is. Headed home, but you'll be blazing one for the nation, too. You better. Choose finance. I remember that game. I was 6 living in Los Angeles. Hey, dog, I wasn't 6, but I definitely saw 6. I saw 6 a bunch of times. I saw a pick 6 by Jack Squirick. Rest in peace. I saw a whole bunch of shit. Okay? That game, man, it was scary in the first half, man, because I always try to tell you guys, man, what you see in the NFL now is nothing but a modern version of what was then. The Redskins, bro, were the prime Chiefs. They were the prime Kansas City Chiefs of the times. They had Joe Theismann. He had won the Super Bowl already, 2 Super Bowls already. You had Hall of Famer John Riggins. You had that offensive line, Joe Jacoby and all them dude. They called them the Hogs. Okay. And their fans was dressed up like pigs in dresses and shit. That's not me capping. That is actual truth. They were called the fans were called the Hogs, and they used to wear these big ass hog noses and shit and dresses and shit. They did skirts beyond. Hey, that's what they did, bro. Okay. They had Darryl Green on that team, Hall of Famer. They had a bunch of dudes over there, bro. They was ballers. Okay. All right. Art Monk, Hall of Famer. They was nasty. Okay. They had who else did they have over there? Just off the top of my head, Dexter Manley, who was he was like a LT, but he would have probably been a Hall of Famer. But he got to that powder. Now LT got to that powder, but LT was still able to be LT. Dexter Manley just went off the deep end with the powder, and that's why he didn't do. He should have been in the Hall. So that's what was up with us. But as far as we're concerned, shit, who did we have? We had Plunkett. Already had won a ring. We had Marcus Allen, who wound up being the MVP of that Super Bowl. Okay, who was also the league MVP that year, who was also the league leading rusher that year. We had Cliff Branch, Hall of Famer. I mean, we had Ted Hendricks on that team. I mean, we had dogs, bro. We had Lyle Alzado on that team. We had Howie Long on that team. That's the ring that Howie got. This one. That's the ring. This is Howie's ring. That's the Howie ring. Lester Hayes was on that team. Mike Haynes was on that team. Okay, Hall of Famer. We had dogs, bro. It was barbecue chicken, dog. Barbecue chicken. Huh? Riggins got stuffed on 4th and 1. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And John Riggins, what was it, the year before? I think John Riggins had he had the record in the for rushing in the Super Bowl, bro. John Riggins, white boy, bad as shit. Just imagine a Christian McCaffrey that was 230. So imagine a Christian McCaffrey who's 230. 6'2", 230. That's the difference. Okay, because we all know Christian McCaffrey is the preeminent white running back in the NFL. Okay, and that position, to be Caucasian and balling, you are a absolute stud if you were doing that. All right, because that is a black position. But don't matter. If you're as good as Christian McCaffrey, you can be purple. Does not matter. Same with John Riggins. He's in the Hall. John Riggins was a problem, dog. Okay, an absolute problem. And he didn't get a 4th and 1 because he used to getting them. We stopped his ass. He went nowhere. All right, straight up. Chunker, what's going on, Chunker? Hey, Chunker. Yo, Niners, bro. I'm hearing ESPN just did a little investigative piece on. I didn't get a chance to read it, but if you get a chance, any of you guys that are interested in the Brandon Ayuk situation, they broke that shit down. I didn't get a chance to read it yet, but they said the background of the full analysis of the breakdown between the 49ers and Brandon Ayuk. So I'm looking forward to reading that. Okay. Now, you know, ESPN, their hit pieces are absolute fire. And when they put out something, you don't hear nobody talking about slander, lies, they're capping. You don't hear none of that. Okay. So if you get a chance, check that out. Truth's Finest said Kubiak or Webb. I'd rather have Kubiak. I'd rather have Kubiak. At least Kubiak, somebody's name I've recognized. Okay. We're going to have a rookie quarterback and a rookie coach. How great are we really going to do? A rookie quarterback and a rookie coach. I'm hearing everybody saying, Ben Johnson was a rookie coach. True. But Caleb Williams was not. Caleb Williams was not a rookie. You had somebody who was what? A vet. It only takes 2 years to be a vet, bruh. Okay? He's a veteran. 2 years. 2-year starter. He didn't start with a rookie coach and a rookie quarterback. Okay? That's the problem. And who's going to be the offensive coordinator? I'm just being honest, bro. It's not looking good. I don't like it. But oh well. Wyndham Thomas said this long drawn out practice has been the MO for many years. For our team, it does not bode well for us. Why don't be decisive and strategic? Brady and Spytek better get the ish right. Well, man, like I said before, man, this Lamar Jackson thing is starting to panic. Raider fans are getting panicked now. I mean, would it be a Raiders off season without some, you know, with some confusion, bro? Every off season is confusion. Every off season is mystery. The Raiders like this shit. They like having for it to be you know, a mystery, bro. Like what? It was Scooby Doo mysteries and shit. Huh? Raggy, what are we doing, Raggy? I mean, come on, bro. Okay, it's always got to be that way with us. Every year, it's always some bullshit. Okay, what they call it, a thriller. This is a thriller, bro. This movie's a thriller. This movie is a, come on, bro. Come on, dog. And then at the end, the movie's bad at the end. The ending. You ever seen a really good movie, man, and then the ending just messed it all up, dog? Like, you're like, what in the hell is this? The movie was bomb all the way up to the end, dog, and in the end, it just be basic, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. So, it's pretty much what's gonna happen. Clint Kubiak. Let's see how exciting you get with Clint Kubiak. That's just an excuse to do what? Not succeed. Come on, Shaq, man. He's only in his first year, Shaq. Come on, Shaq, man. Mendoza's learning, bro. Give it a shot. Give us 3 years. Remember? Remember how gung-ho you guys were when you were telling me, Shaq, give Josh McDaniels 3 years? Remember? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that, bro. You guys were so patient with Josh McBallsack, bro. It was crazy. But Antonio Pierce, you wanted him out of there out of 2 or 3 games. He doesn't know how to do this. He doesn't know how to do that. Clock management, all that bullshit, bro. Like I said, you willing to give passes to who you're willing to give a pass to. You're going to be giving passes to Kubiak and Mendoza. You are. So I'm just ready for it. Okay? If Mendoza's coming. And if Lamar comes, you guys are going to be in absolute shambles. I'm going to be laughing. All right? What's going on, Mike Hurd in the building, man? What's happening with your Who Days? Okay, Justin Saw, what's happening? What's going on, big dog? Okay, Stoney Rivas said Marcus Allen was like a cross between Walter Payton and Eric Dickerson. Yeah, pretty much, bro. Pretty much, man. Marcus Allen was, he was a hybrid. I mean, he was a quarterback. Marcus Allen in high school was a quarterback, bro. He played quarterback. Okay, he was a running quarterback in his time. You know, get out and make things happen. And, you know, of course, when he came to USC, he got converted into a fullback. Blocked for the late, great Charles White, Heisman Trophy winner, who also happens to be his birthday today. Salute to Fight on USC. Salute to Charles White, one of my childhood heroes, too. Played fullback to Charles White, won a national championship. And also today is the judge's birthday, Lester Hayes. Today's Lester Hayes' birthday. So what? Let's recap. We got Lester Hayes' birthday today, and we got 42-year anniversary of our last Super Bowl win. All right, man, let's get these likes up, man, and see if we can get the 50 likes real quick, y'all. Okay, see if we can get the 50. Challenge yourselves a little bit, man. Okay. All right, don't worry about that Pop-Tart in the toaster, man. It actually tastes a little bit better when the edges are a little burnt. You know, a little burnt on the tongue. So don't worry about it. I know that's dinner, bro. So don't worry about that too much, bro. Okay? I just, when you start smelling a little bit of smoke, man, just run over there and just boop, pop it up, dog. You know, get you some paper towels, bro. You know, and get you a glass of Sunny Delight and sit here and talk to me. All right? Just saw me. I just saw that post, man. I'll do that in an instant. Yeah, I just saw it too. Clean beans. We can't be giving away those picks. Hey, man, you gotta talk to your boys Brady and Spytek about that, man. Brady and Spytek are finally doing what y'all thought he was doing last year. Now they're doing it in your face. They were messing up the team behind the scenes. Now they're doing it live and direct. Can't make it up. Justin Saw says, I don't care about the first picks. I don't care who he picked in the first round in recent years. Okay. Hey, doesn't matter, bro. You can't live on draft picks from last year. You got it. It's what have you done for me lately, bro? This is what have you done lately, league. We can't live on draft picks, bro, that we had last year and the year before. Ashton Genty's about to be a veteran. Okay, this year. This season coming up, he'll be in his second season. He's going to be a vet. He's past probation. Once you pass probationary period, you are a full-time employee. You might not be tenured, but you're a full-time employee, bro. When you were a temp, your badge faced this way. It was vertical. When you became permanent, your badge became horizontal. That's what it is, bro. Okay? So, hey, Brock Bowers is going into his third year. Third. That quick. Genty's going into his second. That quick. Just trying to help you guys out, man. Wendy Thomas, man, was cracking talking to Justin Saw. Okay? Said, I would stand on taking Lamar to win now. Mendoza, we'll have to wait a few years. We got to wait anyway. What's Lamar going to do? Does Lamar come with come with his offensive line? Does Lamar Jackson come with his line? Because if he doesn't, he's not going to like it over here. He's not going to like it. Okay? Justin Saw. Okay? Justin Saw said Mendoza isn't a lot. What's good? Truth fight, Mendoza doesn't want to play for the Raiders. That's why we may trade him. Let me tell you guys something about wanting to play for the Raiders. You guys give these guys a little bit too much credit, bro. You know who didn't want to play for the Raiders? And you know whose family didn't want them to play for the Raiders? Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers didn't want to play for the Raiders, bro. We were right here draft night. When we drafted Brock Bowers at 13 and they had his family, because he was not he was not there at the draft. Did you see his father's face? His father said it all. They had 49er shit all in the background. His father was not happy, bro. His son just got drafted into the National Football League. He just made their family generationally wealthy. And Pops didn't crack a smile. Moms didn't crack a smile. So when you talk about he doesn't want to play for the Raiders, it doesn't matter if he wants to play for the Raiders or not. He gets drafted by the Raiders, he'll be a Raider. And he'll get used to it. And he will start liking it, just like Brock Bowers likes it. Okay? So all of this, what these guys don't like. Now, if he doesn't, he should just declare and say, why take all this time? So let's just see hypothetically. You're right. Mendoza doesn't want to play for the Raiders. Why don't you just go ahead and just do the obvious? Because you think he might get traded? I don't know if that's going to happen. Okay? Maybe if he doesn't want to be a Raider, maybe he's hoping that Tom Brady and them will trade him. Trade that pick to the Ravens for Lamar. Or he can just say, you know what, I'm going back. But being the first pick of the draft and being the hottest you're ever going to be, he's not going to be no hotter than he is now. Even if he wins the national championship next year, he won't be as hot as he is now. He did something unexpected. His value is at the peak. The stock is at the highest that it's ever been, bro. You either going to hold on to it or you're going to sell. Now's the time to buy or sell. Simple as that. Okay? Justice Saab. Shaq just says what it is, not what it ain't. I always do, man, but I don't get no credit for it. I don't get nothing out of it. Me just being right just starting to it doesn't ring the same. Okay? Because like I said, the guys that get it wrong get far more. I mean, it is what it is. The guys who never get it right get far more than I get. Maybe I should just start getting shit wrong. No, but then you'll tell me I got it wrong. Okay? That's the funny part. All right. Yvonne in the house, man. My girl Yvonne. Thanks for that $9.99, Yvonne. That's beautiful. I appreciate you. Hi, Matthew. Hope Fernando's a lot. I do too. I want Fernando. And the reason why I want Fernando is because I know what will happen if we get Lamar Jackson. Okay? I've been watching Lamar Jackson since he was at Louisville. My wife is a Baltimore Ravens fan. Okay? My wife is from Baltimore. I've seen Lamar Jackson play live I've seen him play live 3 times. No. Twice. I've seen Lamar play live twice in my face. I saw him when we played the first game that we ever played with fans in the building. John Gruden, Derek Carr, North End Zone to Zay Jones in overtime. I was there. And then I saw him play against the Rams here at LA Memorial Coliseum, where he threw for 4 touchdowns and he almost ran for a 5th. I was there. It was Monday Night Football against the Rams. I was there. Okay? With my wife and all her friends that are Ravens fans. So I've seen him play live several times, bro. But this Lamar Jackson isn't that Lamar Jackson. The Lamar Jackson that I saw play was 24. He was 23, 24 years old. This Lamar Jackson is 29. This Lamar Jackson has a lot of miles. Okay? He's a Bentley, but he has like about 150,000 miles on him right now. Still a nice looking car. Pretty soon, man, it's going to be time for some things. You're going to have to start taking care of some things. Timing chain might go out. Okay? It's time for shit to start happening. Okay? All right, man. So we see. Truth finest. But us trading another first and second is more than nuts. It's bonkers, like bonk candy. No, it ain't. Because you're looking at guys that already have did things that were more crazier than that. You're looking at 2 individuals in John Spytek and Tom Brady who absolutely made the Raiders worse being there than we were the year before. Antonio Pierce with a whole hating-ass Charger as a general manager and a whole Gardner Minshew won more games than the GOAT, his best friend, a Hall of Fame coach, Super Bowl winning coach in Pete Carroll, a national championship former NFL coach, offensive coordinator by the name of Chip Kelly, didn't even win as many games as AP. So I don't want to hear nothing about why that would be crazy when you already passed on a viable starter in Shedeur Sanders, who proved everybody wrong, who's a starter right now for the Cleveland Browns when he shouldn't even have been on the team based on you non-evaluating people out there who you can't evaluate talent to save your life. He proved all you wrong. 4th-string quarterback. Now he's the definitive starter on that team. These guys got all that wrong. But you really expect they don't have the capacity to get this shit wrong. All they got to do is make one choice. They made several mistakes last year. No Shedeur. Bring in Geno Smith instead of Sam Darnold. Where's Sam Darnold at? Sam Darnold gets 1 game away from the bowl. They messed that up. They brought in Pete Carroll, and they brought in Chip Kelly. That's 4 mistakes. All they got to do now is make one. Trade Mendoza for Lamar Jackson. That's it. It's more likely that they'll make this mistake than it was before because they had to make 4 mistakes. Now all they got to do is make one. Okay? And are they going to do that? And if I was Mark Davis, I wouldn't allow it. I wouldn't allow it. You guys are here, but the first pick is Mark's. Mark, that's your pick, bro. You're the one that's the man. You're the one that has the majority share. You're the guy that has the power. Veto all of that and go get Mendoza, bro. Then veto it. That simple. Okay? Bill Holloway, what's going on, Big Beezy? Driving to work listening. All right. Talking to Justin Saw. Okay? Ravens should be giving us Lamar and their first for Mendoza. They're saying you're going to get more than that. You're going to get Lamar and 2 firsts. Lamar, their first. Lamar, this year's first for them, but that pick is like late first. Let's not put a value on a late first round pick. That pick is a late first. That's not a top 10 pick. You get Lamar, you get their late ass pick, and then you get whatever pick it is next year. Okay? And 1 second. You're not good at draft picks anyway. All you're going to do is mess it up. You're going to draft somebody that's a bum. That's what you've been doing. You've only been nailing your first round picks the last 2 years. The rest of the picks have been absolute boo-boo. You whiffed on 12 draft picks in 2 years. There's only 7 rounds. You landed it last year with Genty. You didn't land on nothing else. Everything is still up in the air. Maybe Jack Bech, possibly, hopefully. Everybody else, Cam Miller, where is he at? That's a 6th round draft pick. He's not even on your team. Tom Brady said that guy. He's the guy. Got that shit wrong. Okay? Year before, what happened? Brock Bowers. JPJ, who can't even complete a whole year, and you guys were, y'all was straight caping for DJ Glaze, and all of a sudden now you acted like you wasn't co-signing him. Hey, it is what it is, man. I always get shit right, and I always remember what you say. Huh? Is what it is. We're not hating on you on your info, but that trade is like bonkers, like I said. First of all, what are you talking about, Truth's Finest? What do you mean, my info? What are you talking about? It's not my info, bro. Why is it my info? Because I reported it when Mike Florio and those guys reported it. That's not my info, man. I'm just telling you what's being said out there. Okay? All right? Justin Saw, I ain't concerned. I know you are. You want Lamar. Okay? Okay? Bill said, blame one for the nation, man. Okay? Bill laughing. Clean beans. Raiders are going to lost and found box again. They always do. They always go to the thrift store, bro. Why not just go buy a fresh pair of shoes, bro? Just go and buy some shoes. No, they're going to go to the thrift store and get something that a little bit ran over, bro. Okay? Like I said, man, they just always got to do things the hard way, man. Just do things like everyone else. All right? Gabe Davis, man. What about Tomlin? You have to trade a first round. You have to trade your first pick of the draft for him. Guess what that is? Mendoza. You want Tomlin? Trade Mendoza. You gonna do that? You're not getting Tomlin and Mendoza. Now, if you want to wait till next year, now if the Raiders are let's just get one guy for 1 year, make him a lame duck for 1 year, and then try to go for the Tomlin sweepstakes in 2027, we're still what? We're still the bottom of the barrel in the AFC West. Doesn't matter. I'm still sorry. Still sorry, bro. I'll still be next year celebrating 43 years of winning this one. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Okay? All right? End of the day, it doesn't matter, bro. End of the day, you're stuck with whatever Brady and them do. Okay? Said Tomlin would win games for us, but he's not on the table. Okay? Okay, Josh McBall said, I mean, you can't make it up. You can't. You said not true. He's 3-2. The last year he got fired and went to the playoffs. Who was 3-2 and went to the playoffs? You talking about John Gruden? John Gruden ain't went to no damn playoffs, bro. You got your Truth's Finest. You got your shit all mixed up. He was 3-2 when he got fired, but we didn't go to no playoffs with him. That was Rich Bisaccia that took us to the playoffs after he got fired. And why did he get fired in the first place? Come on, bro. Stop. All right. Bill said Kubiak has mentioned that he wouldn't mind staying with Seattle. Nobody wants that funky-ass Raider job, bro. Keep trying to tell you that. Nobody wants that Raider job. Nobody wants it, bro. Sorry, bro. No one wants it. Okay? Nobody with any stature. All right, Jay Merriam, what's going on, man? What's happening? Yvonne, Holland, what's going on, Yvonne? What's your greatest memory of the 84 Super Bowl? The Marcus Allen run is pretty hard to beat. Jack Squadrick interception truly made me know that we were going to win that game. I made a $10 bet and won. My favorite Raiders, Marcus Allen. I think it's pretty easy to figure it out. 17, Bob Trejo. That play, you not even understand, man, how much that play, like every Super Bowl. Yvonne, you're a ringer. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. Okay. But I'm pretty sure you're a 3-ringer, Yvonne. Pretty sure you're a 3-ringer. Okay. If I'm wrong, let me know. Because you're probably only really, really young. Okay. But with that said, every Super Bowl is on this hat, every one of them had a play like that. Every Super Bowl had a dramatic play to swing it. When I try to teach my boy Justin Saw and the rest of you younger skinny jean wearers of the nation to let you know when we beat the Chiefs and I told you that nervousness and that damn bubbling in your stomach and that damn you feel like you about to go bloop, 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 bloop. That is Raider football. Are we going to pull it out? All right. This Super Bowl right here, Super Bowl 11. What was the play of the game? The play of the game was old man Willie pick 6 on Fran Tarkenton, bro, which they called one of the greatest plays in the history of the National Football League. You've seen that play when Willie Brown's eyes was all big and he was running all slow and shit, old and shit, and he ran and got that interception. He just jumped the route and ran. That was the biggest play. All right. Super Bowl 15 against the Eagles. What was the biggest play? The screen pass to Kenny King, which was like 70-something yard run. Kenny King caught that shit and just broke. That was like 75, 80 yards. And then this one. 17 Bob Trey, old Marcus Allen. I love Mark. That's my favorite Raider, bro. I've seen everybody from Stabler to Geno. Marcus is my dude, bro. Okay? Because he was my guy when he was at USC. Y'all know I'm a USC fan. He came to the Raiders. And in 2 years, I had a Super Bowl. Okay? The first year I should have had one. Remember, Yvonne, we went 9-1 on the strike season when when the players, the NFL's Players Association had to strike. We went 9-1. Okay? And Marcus Allen won a Rookie of the Year. We should have won that year. But we sputtered in the playoffs. Okay? That next year, Marcus Allen in the second year, just imagine Ashton Jeanty. Let me just put it to you like that. Let's just say Ashton Jeanty wins the Rookie of the Year. I voted for him. You guys can go and vote. They got the voting out right now. Please go vote for a nephew. If Ashton Jeanty won the Rookie of the Year this year, and then the next year, he became the league MVP. Next year, he was a Super Bowl MVP. And next year, he led the league in rushing. Just imagine if Ashton Jeanty did all of that next year. That's what Marcus Allen did. Okay? So that 74-yard run that he did, one back to the 7-hole, 17. Bob Trejo, which is basically just what we would call a student body left. Okay? Where you just pitch the ball out and the whole class goes this way and blocks. But Marcus went that way and there was nothing there. He said, nah, let me turn around. Went up the seam, 74. So that's the biggest play. Because I was going crazy because it didn't look like we were doing nothing. That shit, now, you look at it 40-something years later, the younger cats, you guys aren't going to be that impressed because you've seen bigger plays. But at that time, you've never seen nobody do nothing like that. You had never seen nobody do nothing like that in a Super Bowl where you just ended it. It's a walk-off. Okay? It's for you Dodger fans. Remember when what you call it, man? He hit that home run, man, against my Yankees, man, when he just sealed the deal on a home run, and it was a wrap. It was 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, 3-2 count, and he just hit that shit over the fence, and it was over. It's the same shit. So that's the best play. All right, that's my favorite play of all time. All right. Whittington Thomas says nobody wants to work for us. We created this legacy of hiring, firing quickly. We did. We got to live it down. All right. Yep. Lloyd Lay with Lloyd Lizzle in the house. What's going on, Lloyd Lizzle? Another 3-ringer in the building. What's up, Lloyd? Hey, Lloyd, we won our 3rd ring today, Lloyd. 42 years ago today. Lloyd Lay, 17 Bob Trejo. And you know that 17 Bob Trejo, a lot of you guys may not know the play. But I remember when I was, Bill, remember when I was interviewing Raymond Chester and all them after the Dallas game? That was an honor to do that. even though we had to do the phone thing like that because we were in the food court. But for me to when I told them 17 Bob Trejo, and they were like, "Yeah, you know what you're talking about." I know the play call. When you're us and you have that happen, you know the play, but you've seen that play before. After that, 17 Bob Trejo is another play that you saw. Remember Bo Jackson in the King Dome against Seattle when he had the 91-yard pitch out run? When he ran, they pitched it out and he ran straight down and he ran through the tunnel? Remember when he didn't get touched and he ran so fast that he ran right out the tunnel? And the announcer said he's running to Tacoma, which is a suburb of Seattle. That play is also 17 Bob Trejo. It's the same play. It is the same play. That is an Al Davis play. That Marcus Allen run, 17 Bob Trejo, but he switched field, went the other way. And that 91-yard pitch out to Bo Jackson in a Monday Night Football, where he was running so fast he couldn't slow down till he ran through the tunnel, is the same play. I mean, it is what it is. We should bring back 17 Bob Trejo. Just bring it back. Okay. Justin Haw said he won't be in shambles because he's not a Mendoza nut hugger. Okay. Tony Rubenhouse, I think Lamar has a few more good years of football left, and Mendoza could be the magic we need. Well, man, you got to understand what Mendoza means. Mendoza's more than just a quarterback. Mendoza is a symbol of change. That's what he is. He's a symbol of change, bro. He's a symbol of the Raiders are changing. We're doing something else. Okay? It's a change. It is us stopping to tread water, and now we're actually trying to swim to shore. But getting Lamar means we're still in the middle of the water. Are we getting back? I don't know. Are we getting back with Mendoza? I don't know. But I think if you actually see somebody doing a breaststroke, trying to get back, at least it looks like we're trying to get to shore. Okay? We've been treading water in the middle of this ocean for too long with these quarterbacks from everywhere else. Huh? Just saying. All right. Gabriel Davis. I got my flag of the 3-ring Super Bowls. Facts. All right. Thanks for the dono. Kubiak also still coaching. What we going to do? Just let people just disappear? What if Kubiak disappears? What we going to do then? You don't have to. You can declare and say you're going to be the coach. If you're still playing, you can say, okay, I got a new job. It's like anything else, bro. You guys ever put in a 2 weeks notice before? You ever did that before where you had another job and you say, hey, am I putting in my 2 weeks notice? Oh, you're putting in 2? Yeah, man, I got another job. You still working your job, right? Let's not act like Clint Kubiak can't say that he's going to be the Raiders coach. He's not. He may want to stay. He may not want to be the Raiders coach. That's the problem. He's not. You're not getting a commitment from nobody. Nobody wants to commit to your squad, dog. Nobody. Choose Finest says, I don't like any of these hires other than Harbaugh, who would have never came to the Raiders anyway. Well, man, not liking anything doesn't seem to work. I mean, the Raider fans don't like anything. Tell me what you've liked. Tell me what you've liked that you've gotten. You like. There's nothing that you could say you liked when it happened. Oh, you could say it now. I mean, the biggest thing that's happened, the biggest win that we've had in the last 2 years has been the Brock Bowers draft pick. But we were here. When we drafted Brock Bowers, we were on here. I wasn't happy with the draft pick because I had other people in mind. Nobody was jumping through the window over Brock Bowers, bro. Nobody. The most that I heard was, yeah, Brock Bowers is a good tight end though, man. He was the best person on the board. Put a one in the chat if you guys were here and when you heard people saying that. Well, he was the best player on the board, Shaq. I don't really have a problem with it, but he's the best player on the board. It wasn't what you know now. If you knew what you knew now, you would be walking on your hands in a handstand. Okay? You be doing a handstand keg shot. But you didn't know that then. Okay? You guys were more excited about Ashton Genty than you were about Brock Bowers. But who's the best offensive player? Brock Bowers is. But unfortunately for Brock Bowers, he has to get the football. He has to have somebody throw him the ball. Okay? All right. Okay. I'm just here so I don't get fined. You already know. Salute to the homie. Real three ringer. That's facts. Nesta, what's going on? Nesta in the house. Yes, I probably want one Lombardi in my life. I'll probably cry. I can't lie. I don't think you'll cry. I don't think you'll cry, Justin. I don't think you'll cry, bro. I don't think you will. Okay? When you start thinking you're going to cry and stuff like that, it doesn't happen. You'll just be, you ain't going to cry, bro. You probably just be so happy that you won't cry. Then you won't have that kind of feeling. Yeah, I don't foresee it. I don't foresee it, bro. I ain't cried when I won. I was a kid. I cried them other times when we lost them AFC championship games 2 years in a row when we lost it. I didn't cry, bro. I was happy as shit. I only cried when I lost. When I thought I was gonna cry when I won, oh man, when I win, man, I'm gonna cry. No, you're not. You're gonna be too happy to cry, bro. You're gonna be too happy to cry. You'll be You're gonna be, Justin, when you win your championship, bro, you're gonna be looking for those people that talk shit. You're not gonna have no time to sit back and be emotional. You're gonna be looking for those people who doubted you, bro, and they probably gonna be standing right next to you. They'll probably be at your job. They're gonna tell you you're not gonna win. You guys are gonna be the same old Raiders. You ain't gonna win shit. You're gonna hear a lot of bullshit. So when you win, you're not gonna be crying. You're gonna be, where's that damn fool that said, I mean, I can't wait to get to work. You're gonna be on your phone. Oh, you ain't gonna answer? Oh, what? What? That's what you're gonna do, dog. I already know what you're gonna do, because that's what I did. Bill will tell you, when I won 42 years ago today, the next day, I almost got expelled out of school. Bill will tell you. Bill Holloway's on here. Bill knows. There's two people that can definitely tell you that. That would be Bill Holloway and Raider Trey. They will both tell you that Shaq almost got expelled out of school because I was calling everybody B's and H's. I was calling everybody every name I could call all around the school. When I walked on there, when I was walking up, I was talking shit. When the bus was there, I was talking shit. I walked through that entire shit running it. So you're not gonna cry, bro. I already know you're not. Okay. Derek Douglas said, what was your favorite? The one I won today. You know why? Because when I won it, I was mature. When I won my other ones, my first one, I was in elementary school. My second one, I was in middle school. My third one, I was in high school. High school, I'm more mature. There's a lot more competitiveness in high school. Now you're older. Now you want people to suffer. Now you want to get in folks' face. Now you want to be aggressive. Come on, dog. What were the best fights you ever saw when you were in school? Every year in your school, I don't care where you went to, you could have went to damn military school. Every school you went to, there was at least a fight. Which was the best fight you ever saw? Was it elementary school? Was it middle school? Or was it high school? Best fights I ever saw was high school. Those were the best ones. Okay? Because why? Because we were all adolescents and we were teenagers. And when you're a teenager, you think you're grown. So those were the best fights, bro. When you see guys especially when it's two dudes I can't stand, that was the best ones. I'm just here to see somebody get their ass whooped. I don't like you, and I don't like you. I just want to see somebody get their ass whooped. So that high school one was the best one. But it almost got me expelled. The only reason why I didn't was because both of our assistant principals that pulled me into the office were Raider fans. They're like, I was calling everybody B's and H's. You understand what a B is. B with the H at the end, H with the E at the end, or you could just keep the O. Everybody was that, bro. I didn't care what teacher was there. I didn't care what administrator was there. I was cussing everybody out, bro. Steeler fan homies, 49er homies, Cowboy homies. I was acting a fool, bro. I was going crazy, bro. My blood pressure and my damn was up here because they had talked so much shit. Okay? Understand, bro. We didn't have social media. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all these ways that you could talk to everybody. You either saw them or called them on their phone at their mama house. That was it. I was on my phone, bro. Nobody was calling. Nobody was answering nothing. Hello? Hey, Mrs. Johnson, could I speak to Randy? Randy's unavailable. All right, thank you, Mrs. Johnson. Hey, Mrs. Walker. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Matthew? Can I speak to Clarence? Clarence don't want to talk right now. Clarence don't want to talk right now? Okay. What can I do? What was I gonna do? Cuss the mama out? I mean, now I'm older, but you know. So I had to wait till school. I didn't even sleep that night. Dude, I couldn't even sleep. I couldn't wait, bro. I went to school when it was dark. I'm just like, I can't wait to talk to these fools. Okay, so that's what's up. All right, man. So yeah, that one, this one right here, 18, NASTA. Okay, what's going on? You ahead of your shit, Shaq? Hey man, it doesn't do me no good. Don't do it. Me being ahead of the curve don't help me. It don't help me. It don't help the numbers. It doesn't help the subs. None of that shit. Like I said, getting it wrong, not winning anything, gets you more popularity than I did. But I'd rather have these. I'd rather be me, bro. I'd rather be less popular, less subbed with my 3 rings than to be highly favored with nothing. That's I'd rather. That's how it works, bro. You can't win it all. You can't have it all, can you? Can't have it all. Okay? I'd rather be me. Jay Marion, I've been watching a lot of Raiders games from 82, 83 later. We are so dominant back then. Dude. And you got to understand, we were the most penalized team. Every year we won the Super Bowl, we were the most penalized team. I always tell you, bro, the greatest thing that a Raider fan who wants to know what it is, what you need to watch is Al Davis versus the NFL. You need to watch that 30 for 30 docuseries, because that's going to tell you everything. You're going to understand why an index card was used by Gene Steratore. You're going to understand why the immaculate incompletion was done. You're going to understand why the tuck rule exists. You're going to understand why you get effed up calls, why they call things back, why they say this, why they say that. The difference when we were as good as we were was because they still called things back. They still called touchdowns back. They still had bullshit penalties. The difference was we were so good, we would just run it again. We would just run it again. We just run the same play. We would just run the same Cliff Branch, run the same bomb play. Oh, Cliff Branch, 84-yard touch. Ah, there's a flag. There's a flag. Oh, that's coming back. Holding. Number 63. Offense. You don't know who 63 is. You better do your homework. Repeat first down. Now it's 1st and 20. We ran that play again. Run it again, man. He can't stop it. He can't stop it. What are you going to do? Then Cliff Branch will run an 84-yard touch. It was 80. It was, a 90-something. Okay? Cliff Branch had a 99-yard touchdown pass from Jim Plunkett that year. Go look it up. It's still an NFL record. 99-yard touchdown pass, Cliff Branch. Go look it up on YouTube, bruh. Tell me I don't know my shit. All right? We just run it again. What are you going to do? Call it again? You're going to call another penalty? They're just like, ah, man, they ran it again. They scored it. Yeah, we gave you a shot, but we ran it again. That was how dominant we were. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do, bro. We were going to win. Period. There's nothing you can do. Okay? Gus and Sauce, I'm fine with Brady doing that. Matter of fact, I want Lamar Jackson over Mendoza. Well, man, last week when I was talking about it, everybody swore that I was off my rocker, but I wasn't. I told you there was some smoke to it. Now, my thing is this. I haven't heard nothing from the Ravens. I haven't heard nothing. My in-laws ain't called. My wife ain't tripping. I ain't worried about it. I'm not worried about it at this point. Okay? Trimmy said, mind my mind, Shaq. Yeah, man, you already know. Okay? All right. Okay? Stony, what's going on? When we win a ring, nobody can ever take that away from us. It lives with us forever. Facts. And they hate you more when you win. When you win a Super Bowl, bro, there's never no congratulations to the Raiders. You'll never hear that. All you're going to hear is what the other team didn't do. That's all you're going to hear. Okay, when we won that Super Bowl, bro, ESPN was around. ESPN was around. I didn't have ESPN yet, but ESPN was around. And I'd go to my boy's house and watch ESPN at his house. And they were talking the whole time. They were talking about, Tom Jackson was there. Tom Jackson, Raider hater. Denver Bronco. Got his doors and got his face beat in by the Raiders all during the 70s. Didn't win shit. Talking about what the Washington Redskins didn't do and what Joe Gibbs' plan didn't work, and they should have ran the ball more, and they should have did this, and they didn't do a great job of containing Marcus Allen, and they knew he was getting the ball, and the Raiders have a limited offense, and this, that, and the other. It's always going to be that. The difference is we were the world champions. It didn't matter. Jay Fizzle in the house. Okay? Let me get this hoe off my shit. Get your hoe ass off my channel, bro. You're a bitch. Okay? Get your bitch ass off my shit. Okay? All right? Get these likes up. Okay? Stone Rumor in the house. We got more than just football talent with Mendoza. We get a quarterback who won't get DUIs or SARS. Mom has MS, and Mike Davis already planning to make special accommodations for her. Like I said before, bro, you got people on here that are so mad that we're lifting our heads up. That's why I had to block this hoe ass cat that was just on here. Don't think I won't block the shit out of you, because I will. Okay? Like I said before, these guys coming on here mad because we're lifting our heads up. Right now, man, Mendoza, bro, we need to draft him because it's a changing of the guard. It's time to do something different, bro. Free agent quarterbacks aren't working, bro. We need to move on. Becky Holder, what's up, Beck? Beck on here, damn Beck on here. Beck said 62 was my first year, 3 times. Becky's a three ringer. Okay? We don't got time for these prostitutes that are running around mad that we get in Mendoza. They're really upset, bro. They're really upset. All right, they don't like it. Go watch what's his name? What's that boy what's his name, man? Mike, what you call it, man, from Greenberg. Go watch his punk ass. He wants us to trade that pick so bad so he can get Mendoza because he's a Jets fan. He ain't won a Super Bowl since 1969. You got to be ashamed of your damn self. Okay? Talking about us. Last time y'all won a Super Bowl, last time the Jets won a Super Bowl, it was in the AFL. They weren't even in the NFL when they won. Okay? AFL, NFL. How did the Jets win a Super Bowl against the Colts when it's the same? Because we weren't in the NFL yet. Okay? So Mike Greenberg's definitely, you talk about somebody who's been waiting for his team to win for 56 years. Okay? Crazy as hell. All right. Tony Perito, what's going on, man? 2 rings for you, Tony. That's right, man. Okay? Yeah, it's a Metallica cigar. Hey, man, nice. Nice, Bill. Okay? All right, man. Yeah, the Hogs. Art Monk. That whole team, dog. That whole team was dogs. They were dogs, bro. That 17 Bob Trejo play. Get back to that. Marcus Allen's 74-yard run. Darrell Green, who's probably the fastest player to ever play in the National Football League, who right now, I think Darrell Green is close to 70 years old. He's probably the fastest 70-year-old. He can still run a 4.4. He was a rookie that year. We all saw Darrell Green run down Tony Dorsett when I was on Monday Night Football, bro. I remember watching that. We used to always say, you're never catching Tony Dorsett in open field. Not only did Darrell Green catch him, Darrell Green caught him and threw his ass out. He didn't even score. Tony Dorsett was by. He was gone. Darrell came out into the frame and snatched him. That was the play that Darrell Green took a play off. Right before that play, just to show you how Tom Flores, salute to Coach Flores, bro. Darrell Green, the fastest man in the history of the league, decided to take a breather on that play. He said that is the biggest regret that he ever had. Okay? Now, I talked to the Raider legends. About that when I interviewed them after the Dallas Cowboy game. And I asked them. I said, hey, fellas, Darrell Green says that if he was on that field during that play wouldn't have never happened. Do you think that Marcus would have scored? They said, yeah, they would have scored because Cliff came down the field. And if you watch that play at the end, you'll see Marcus running by himself and you'll see Cliff Branch come out of nowhere and block that guy. Some people say, oh, it's an illegal block in the back. They said he still would have scored because Cliff would have been out there to help. But he said, man, he couldn't believe that as soon as he stepped out, he said he stepped out, took a play, coach, let me get a little breather. He went out, 17 Bob Trejo. He's getting some water over here. He hears some screaming. He turns back. He sees Marcus Allen running down the field. And he's like, damn, man, I should have been in there. But Coach Flores was like, is Green in there? Nah, run it. Out the door. Okay? Beautiful. Choose Finest in the LA paper morning. They had carding with all the Raiders sleeping on the Redskins out partying. Everyone thought they would be rule the wild card Raiders. Well, here's the thing. Earlier that year, and I talked to these guys that were on it. It was beautiful because the guys that I were talking to, E-Trip remembers their name. I don't remember the other guys' names, but E-Trip knows the guys because he was with them. E-Trip was with them and called me to do that. When I was talking to them, they were talking about how, because I said, hey, man, earlier in the year, man, when we lost to the Redskins, everyone was saying we're going to get our doors blown. What happened? They said, man, we would have won that game, but we had bad calls. He said that we would have won the game against the Redskins during the season, but they called some bad calls on us. They called some flaky calls, as they always do when they won the game. He said that the Redskins were so confident that they were running around. It was in Tampa, okay? The Super Bowl was in Tampa. Tampa has some of the best strip clubs in the country. Tampa has some of the best strip clubs in the country. Miami, Tampa, Atlanta, Dallas. They got the best strip clubs, bro. Okay? And from what they said, them cats was out. Them cats was like, man, we got this in the bag. It's the Raiders, man. We gonna win this. We were the underdogs and everything, man. The money was all on the Redskins. They didn't cover, bro. We won by 29 points. We won the Super Bowl by 29. 38-9, bro. That was the score. Just imagine Patrick Mahomes. Well, you don't have to imagine. Just imagine what happened with the Eagles when the Eagles shut down KC last year. We did that. We did that same shit. We blew it. It was a blowout. On the cover of Sports Illustrated, go look it up, is a cover of Jack Squirek, who was a backup linebacker who came in just to spell somebody. I don't know who he spelled, but he spelled somebody. And he was told, don't jump no routes, don't do nothing. Jack Squirek just jumped in front of it. Boop. They tried it. Joe Theismann just went out, just threw the ball. Squirek intercepted it, and he held the ball up like this. That's the cover, bro, of the Sports Illustrated, and it says blowout. That's the title. For the Raiders, this one. The Raiders Super Bowl Sports Illustrated cover has Jack Squirek on it, and in blue writing it says blowout. Raiders dismantle Redskins 38-9. Ain't nothing to talk about, bro. Okay? They was partying their asses off, bro. Them damn Redskins was out there getting it. And you know Dexter Manley, who got kicked out of the NFL for a little bit too much of the white powder stuff, was out. He was on one. Okay? Daryl Manley, or is it Dexter Manley? I think it was Daryl. Was it Dexter Manley? Dexter, if I ain't mistaken. I don't think it was Daryl. I think it was Dexter. Okay? Up until that point, wildcard entry has never been won in the Super Bowl. No, you're thinking of Super Bowl 15. You're thinking of this one. Super Bowl 15 was the year when we were the wild card. Not Super Bowl 18, Super Bowl 15. Super Bowl 15, we became the first wild card team to win the Super Bowl. 15, not 16. I mean, not 18. Yeah, John Riggins, Stoney, Darrell Green was the fastest man in the NFL for about a decade. That'll never happen again. Well, you know what? My father might have played with the fastest man that ever played in the NFL, and that guy was what's his name? From the Dallas Cowboys, man. Olympic track runner, Bob Hayes. Bob Hayes was the fastest man alive in the '64 Olympics in Tokyo. My father was on the same track team at Florida A&M with him. So it's either out of him and Daryl. Bob Hayes, Hall of Famer. Number 22, the original number 22 for the Dallas Cowboys. He was the fastest man alive. He won the gold medal in the Olympics. Had the world record in 100. He might have been faster per, time. Okay? But him and Darrell Green were the two fastest guys. But Darrell Green was not in that play. But the Raider legend said we weren't worried about it because Cliff was right there. Cliff would have ran it down and would have gotten away. All right? Okay? To the finest. 80 was the only guy faster. Bo, I don't know. Yeah, that's a 40. That's a 40, bro. That's a 40. I don't know about, I'm talking about 100 yards. Okay? All right, man. Yeah, of course, Bill Purcell, Matt Millen, Howie Long. Okay? And with all those guys. Greg Townsend, man. Salute to Greg Townsend. Greg Townsend is Major Raiders' best friend, bro. Reggie Kinlaw. Okay? Let's understand, bro. Okay? We had some dogs. Okay? We had some dogs. Yeah. Ted Hendricks. D-line was nasty. Okay? Riggins was built like Scatterboo. But faster. Faster, bro. John Riggins, 230, probably ran like a 4.5. I think John Riggins faster than Derrick Henry. I think John Riggins was probably faster than Derrick Henry. John Riggins was fast as hell, bro. To be that big, he was fast as shit. If I think about big running backs during that time, who was the big running backs during that time? Big guys that were still in the league. Franco Harris, a big guy. He wasn't that fast. I think he ran like a 4.6. Greg Pruitt, I think he was pretty fast. He probably faster. John Riggins. Who else was big? Ernest Biner. I mean, I see, man. Don't let me start showing you what it is. What other big running backs were big during that time that ran that fast? Christian Okoye, the Nigerian nightmare. Y'all remember him, Christian Okoye, for the Kansas City Chiefs? John Riggins was fast as shit. Okay? Fast as hell, bro. And big. Break tackles, hurt you, and then just break away and you couldn't catch him. He didn't get nothing done. Riggins didn't get nothing done against us, bro. Rod Martin, salute to Rod Martin, bro. Okay? Man, we had hella dogs, man. Don't forget Howie. Howie got his chip. Don't forget Howie, bro. Let's not forget Howie Long. Depoy. We had two depoys on that team, bro. We had two depoys on that team. We had Lester Hayes, who was the depoy in '80, and we had Howie Long, who was a depoy. We had two depoys on that defense at the same time. Mm, mm. I remember, man. A lot of you tell me your rose-colored glasses bland, man. I like them, man. We rock Maui Jims. Maui Jims are good, bro. Maui Jims are real good. Okay, y'all got all the sunglasses, bro. Okay. Official Mac Juicy, I'm 37. Might never see the Raiders get their fourth ring. Ah, man, don't say that, bro. We draft Mendoza, man. We closer than where we would be at with Lamar Jackson. Because with Lamar Jackson, he's gonna need to be. We can buy some time with Mendoza. Mendoza, we can legitimately say we're rebuilding. We can legitimately do it right. There's never been a rookie quarterback to ever win the Super Bowl nor play in the Super Bowl. Now, if Drake May wins, well, no, Drake May's in the second year, excuse me. So I'm still right. There's never been a rookie to play in the Super Bowl. When there hasn't been a rookie to play in the Super Bowl, that means there's never been a rookie to win the Super Bowl. Okay? Dan Marino is the youngest quarterback to ever start a Super Bowl. He was in the second year when he lost to Montana and them. Is Mendoza going to the bowl next year? Hey, man. I don't know. If anybody could do it, it'll be him. I mean, Indiana had the worst NCAA D1 record in football in history. They shouldn't even have been D1 as bad as they were. They just went 16-0 and won a national championship in 2 years. A basketball school won the Natty. A basketball school, bro. Bobby Knight's school won. Crazy. What if Mendeezy comes to the Raiders and wins as a rookie, man? I mean, maybe it's next year. I don't know, bro. So I said, if we drop Mendoza, just stop, man. It helps to get better players, coaches, because I want to prove that they could do it at the NFL level. I agree. Seeing those back shoulders throws and every receiver wants the game with Mendoza. Like I said, man, the only person that was disappointing Mendoza was number 13. Becker was catching everything. Becker was catching it all, bro. But at number 13, there was at least 5 or 6 drop passes from Indiana, man, that Mendoza probably could have won the game a lot easier. Okay. All right. The Iceman said facts. Derek Douglas, Tommy Tuzak, excellent in North Dallas 40. Yeah. I believe Pete deserved more time. Well, he didn't get it. We've had like 20 coaches in 23 years. Yep. It was Geno's fault. Man, it's always somebody's fault. Marty Lowe, what's going on, man? Happy birthday to the judge, man. Salute to the judge. Happy birthday to the judge and happy C-Day or happy championship day. Yeah, I'm celebrating mine. Okay. All right, man. Go take your meds, man. Do your thing. Rosetown native, what's going on, pimpin'? All right, man. Said Mendoza for president. Man, he definitely has the pedigree to do that. Said the rumor Lamar wants to be traded. I mean, there's a difference between want and getting it. Lamar has a no trade clause in his contract. He might want to get traded, but then Steve Buscemi. You think Steve Buscemi wants to get rid of Lamar and get rid of John Harbaugh too? I'm telling you, man. I got my boy, man. He's a season ticket holder for the Ravens, man, and these people ain't gonna come back, man. You don't have Lamar Jackson there, man. They ain't gonna buy no season tickets, man, to go watch no Mendoza and a rookie rookie coach. They're not gonna do it. Jay Marion, facts. Bowers Pops wasn't happy. Go back and watch it. A lot of us are parents. A lot of us have sons. And even if you don't have a son, just imagine it being your daughter. Your daughter is the first pick. It gets picked. She's been working her whole life to make the WNBA, and she gets drafted in the first round. But you're not happy because she went to the Liberty. She went to the New York Liberty, and you don't like the Liberty, so you're just sitting in it. That was Brock Bowers Pops. Like it. Why do you have to go there, though? Very selfish by his dad. To Brock Bowers' credit, Brock was like, phone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. And the fan pops like it. I wouldn't care where my son got drafted at, bro. My son worked his ass off, did everything right, stayed out of trouble, didn't get none of these raggedy ass girls running around here, didn't get none of them pregnant. Clean as a baby's bottom after it's been wiped down. And my son makes the National Football League, and they say with the first pick of the NFL draft, the Kansas City Chiefs pick Matthew Shack III. And I'm like this. No. Because my son is more important than this. And if you are a good parent, then you will be, doesn't care where he went. My fandom and my parenthood aren't the same. I guarantee you, my son gets drafted by the Chargers, Kansas City. He gets by the Denver Broncos, by the Patriots, and by my number one op, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I guarantee you, on me, that I will be there with my wife, with whatever number he has, with whatever jersey he has, cheering. I guarantee you it would have nothing to do with no damn Raiders, bro. I could be a Raider fan all I want, but I'm a parent. That's the difference. But Brock Bowers pops. I saw it, you saw it, and if you didn't see it, look it up. It's all on the net. He wasn't happy. He didn't clap. He was mad. But is he mad now? No, I've seen Brock Bowers' dad at the game now. He's good with it. It's just like, have you ever seen those videos of those moms? There was one mom that the son, she wanted the son to go to, I think she wanted him to go to Alabama or go to Auburn or something, and he picked Florida, and she got mad and she stormed out. Did y'all see that? I forgot who it was. I forgot the player's name or whatever. And he was there by himself on TV. He had the three hats. Right? He had Alabama, Auburn, Florida. He had every reason to go to Alabama. He was from Alabama. It was close by. The family were Alabama fans. All of that. She was standing there, bro. And he says, I've made my decision. And moms was standing there. And he reached for the Alabama hat. And he picked up the Florida hat on. And his mom just left. Remember? Like I said, bro. Some people, they don't have their priorities in order, bro. My son works hard. He gets picked. Somebody gives my son a chance. Come on, bro. Apple wants to give my son a job and I'm an Android user. I'm mad. No. But some people are like that. Huh? I don't care where my son goes. He makes the NFL, bro. I'm there. Simple as that. I could be a Raider fan and cheer for my son at the same time. What's wrong with you guys? Okay? Rosetown native. Said facts, man. 49er fans out here from Napa close by me. Yeah, man, Napa. Okay? Mendoza's dad just never stands to cheer because his wife has MS. So much about the whole story is just amazing. Well, man, like I said before, bro, When John Gruden used to talk about high character guys, Mendoza is everything that he said Henry Ruggs was. He was everything that Cleveland, he said that Damon Arnett was. He's everything that Jonathan Abram was. He's everything that Lynn Bowden was. When he's talking about we're drafting high character guys, the only high character guy you drafted was probably Cleve Farrell. Everybody else got in trouble. Even Josh Jacobs was drunk driving and got into an accident at the airport. He got a DUI. So I mean, like I said before, bro, we don't got time for people just talking, bro. Say, what are we smoking, man? Some of that barbecue pig? Nah, man, I'm smoking the Metallica cigar that Bill got me, man. Bill got me I think it's he said it's Metallica cigar, bro. Okay, pretty good. More like a Lambo than a Bentley. I got you. Rosetown native, Sean Taylor. Said I wouldn't give to see the Redskins and the Raiders back in the glove. You don't even understand, bro. You talk about two teams that were just trying to kill each other, man. There wasn't no we're boys and that's my homie. They hated us. We hated them. They wanted to beat our brains in. We wanted to beat their brains in, bro. It just so happened they didn't even show up, man. They scored 9 points in a 60-minute game. 9, bro. We shut them completely down, dog. And it just got out of hand. After that Marcus Allen touchdown, actually, the thing that changed the game was the Jack Squirick pick six. Once that happened, bro, they were demoralized at that point. They were demoralized at that point, man, that somebody who wasn't even on the scouting report. This is a dude who didn't play at all, bro. He was just a backup. He just came in for one play. Rest in peace to Jack Squirick. He just came into the game and made a play. Like a dude who had a chance of a lifetime, who had one play to make. He didn't play no more after that, dude. He came in, one play to spell somebody, got a pick six, changed the whole complexity of the game, didn't even play no more after that. This dude was like a special teams dude. Never got big after that, never became famous, never became a all-star, a Pro Bowler. Kind of like Rudy. You remember that movie Rudy, the little dude that played for Notre Dame, and everybody said he was never going to play for Notre Dame. He went in Notre Dame and got him a sack or some shit. Remember? He had his chance and he took advantage of it. Jack Squirick said, I don't know when I'm getting back out here, but this guy's throwing the ball. I'm about to jump in front of this shit. Jumped in front of it and picked it off. Untouched. Just went into the end zone, bro. Just went in the end zone untouched. It wasn't even that far. I think it was a 5-yard pick six or something like that. It was less than 10 yards, bro. It was like a 5-yard pick six. He just jumped in front of it, bro, and just ran it in and just held the ball up. After that, man, it was barbecue chicken after that. I was going so crazy after that, bro. I was like, oh my God, man. You could just see the look on their face. I mean, Theismann didn't even see the dude. Theismann, he's not in the Hall of Fame, but Theismann was one of those players that's like a borderline Hall of Fame player. He went in, I think Theismann won 2. I think he won 2 rings too. Okay, I think he won 2. He was a borderline Hall of Fame player. And when he played good, he was good. Okay? He didn't even do a read. He took a 3-step drop, 1, 2, 3, and just threw it to the flat. Like, I'm throwing it over there. This dude, I'm seeing this guy. This guy's not going to be able to cut. I think he just jumped in front of Art Monk. I think he was just going to try to throw it to the flat to Art Monk. Squirick just jumped it. Like, Squirick just read his eyes. Like, if you watch NFL films, bro, you can actually hear Squirick talking about it. And also, that was the last NFL Films Super Bowl film that was done by the voice of God, John Facenda. The Autumn Wind is a pirate because he died that year. So John Facenda, the guy who was known as the voice of the NFL, that was his last NFL film that he did before he died, because he died that year. The year we won the Super Bowl 42 years ago, like a few months later, he died of cancer or something. So the last thing that he ever called was us. The last play that was ever called, the last game that he ever did the films for, where they did the review and all of that, that was his last one, was this. and this. So this goes to show you. So Brady went 199 in the draft. Yes, he did. So I'm pulling for Stafford because he paid his dues in Detroit for so many years. But he already won a ring. Stafford already won a ring with the Rams. He's already a world champion. Don't forget that he beat Joe Burrow. Let's not act like Matthew Stafford ain't walking around with a chip, because he is. This will be his second chip. Whittington Thomas, you talk to Uncle Q to find out, man, we can go see your cousin play. Okay? And the bowl, if he makes it, Genty and Mendoza would be a hell of a 1-2 punch. Oh, don't forget about Brock Bowers. That's a 1-2-3 punch. Whittington Thomas, do you think Brady and Spytek are gun shy with the coaching pick but making some mistakes before? No. I think they already know what they're gonna do. I think they already know what they're gonna do. I don't think they're gun shy. I think they already know what they're gonna do. I think they already know what they're gonna do with the coach. Okay? I'm more confident about what they already know with their coach. When they come out, they're gonna say this is the guy they wanted the whole time. Like they always do. Come to find out, that's not the truth. Remember when Pete Carroll became the coach? Oh, this is the guy we wanted all along. No, it wasn't. Because Tom Brady wanted Ben Johnson, and Ben Johnson didn't even interview with the Raiders. He used the Raiders as leverage to get the job with the Bears. Okay? So they're going to act like that's their pick. I think they're pretty stuck on who they got. It's just a matter of whether or not he's going to come or not. I think they want Kubiak. And it's a matter of Kubiak wants to be a Raider coach. If he doesn't want to be the Raider coach at that point, then we got to figure out what they're going to do at that point. We got to figure it out after that. Okay? All right, man. What's going on? Sam Tanker in the building. Stoney, Gruden left us and won a Super Bowl at Tampa Bay the next season. He did. But that was Tony Dungy's team, bro. That was Tony Dungy's team. Tony Dungy built that team up. Just like with the Warriors. The first year that the Warriors won that championship, that was Mark Jackson's team. Mark Jackson was the one that drafted Steph Curry. Mark Jackson was the one that drafted Draymond Green. Mark Jackson was the one that drafted Klay Thompson. That was Mark Jackson's team. Let's just keep it a buck. Yeah, Gruden won it. But that was Tony Dungy's team. And what did Gruden win after that? Nothing. What did Tony Dungy do? He went to the Colts and won a championship. There you go. All right. Lakers come on at 7. Okay. Yeah, the skinny jeans wearers of the nation, bro. I affectionately call them that. Alfredo in the building. Alfreezy. What's up, Alfreezy? Hey, Alfreezy, remember last week? Remember when I was telling you about Lamar Jackson? And we had these guys on here telling me that they're disappointed in me to report this is ridiculous, and this is dumber than the rumor of us getting Kyler Murray. And remember all that dumb shit? Funny how a week changes everybody's opinion, bruh. I tried to tell you there was some shit to it. But no, you guys always doubt me, man. No matter how much you say you love Shaq, you don't love me enough. What's good? If the Raiders trade that pick for Lamar, mistake, draft your rookie franchise quarterback for the next 10, 15 years and build around him, period. I mean, it sounds like a no-brainer, but who do we got calling the shots? I truly hope, Alfredo Mendoza, that Mark Davis has already made his mind up. When I saw all those guys on the sidelines, I saw Spytek on the sidelines at the Natty. I saw Brady at the Natty. I saw the Egon guy at the Natty. I saw the other Tom owner at the Natty. And I saw Mark Davis at the Natty. You know who I was watching? I wasn't watching Brady. I wasn't watching Spytek. I wasn't watching Egon. I wasn't watching the other Tom. I was watching Mark. And you know what Mark was doing? Standing there, not talking, looking directly at Mendoza, bro. And from what I saw, I could see the gears in Mark Davis's head twirling around business-wise. That's what I saw. I saw Mark in business mode, bro. That's what I saw. All everybody there for football. Mark's not a football guy. Mark is a businessman. He'll tell you, I'm not a football guy. I'm a businessman. What makes more business sense? Lamar Jackson, two-time league MVP. Let's not shit on Lamar, bro. Because if you guys will walk around and carry your boy Josh Allen, crybaby Josh Allen, you carry him around on your back like a backpack. Okay? You don't get to talk about Lamar. Lamar's a two-time league MVP who has won playoff games too. Perennial first ballot Hall of Famer. Is not more business sense minded with Mark Davis than Fernando Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza is a marketing angel. That dude, young, he's got the story. Lamar don't have the story like that. Lamar's father died in an automobile accident when he was a kid. Lamar's mother raised him up by herself, biggest influence. She's his agent. She's a hard negotiator. It's known that negotiating with Lamar and his mom is hard to do. All of this stuff. His story is not Mendoza's. Hard story. Success story with Lamar Jackson. Look at Fernando Mendoza's story. Disabled mother, dedicated father, dedicated husband. Son wanted to go to school. His father went to high school with the coach of Miami. They were high school teammates. Your high school teammate's son beats you in the national championship game, goes to Cal, doesn't do well, goes to a team that has never been any good in football, goes undefeated, wins the Heisman Trophy, wins the national championship in a dramatic fashion. Religious, no baby mamas, no strip club adventures, no essays, good looking, $1 million smile, quick, charismatic, could look good on a billboard, Hispanic, when you got a Hispanic pedigree at quarterback, Hispanic pedigree at coach. Who has the better story? Mendoza has the better story, bro. And Mark Davis knows that. Mark Davis knows that. Mark Davis, what? Knows that. And if I was Mark Davis, I wouldn't allow Brady and them to tell me anything other than Mendoza. Even if he doesn't pan out, it's a better story, and you're going to get more people wanting to spend money. You could raise prices on billboards. You could raise ticket prices. You could raise more, you get more advertisement. You get Mendoza, you're going to get a Sunday night football game. You didn't have a Sunday night game this year. Mendoza is the marketing cash cow. Get Mendoza, and Mark Davis is going to be happy, bro. That's what he wants. They were still running that pace. 17 Bob Trejo. Alfredo, I like Lamar. About 2 or 3 more seasons, he'll be out. He'll be out of his prime. I don't think he'll be out of his prime. He's only 29 years old. I think what's going to happen with Lamar is he's going to turn into a pocket passer like everybody else. He's going to turn into a pocket passer. Mike Vick, he went in prison for 3 years and came out, pocket passer. He's going to wind up being in that pocket. He already can throw the ball. He's already a guy who's not a run-first quarterback. He can do his reads. He throws for over 4,000 yards. He throws for over 20, 30 touchdowns a year, 25, 30 touchdowns a year. He's just going to wind up being like a quarterback that's going to be in the pocket more. That's going to be elusive in the pocket. Okay? I don't think that he's going to be out of his prime. He's only 29 years old. He just turned 29. I don't see that happening. I think he's going to be better than Moore. Carl Sanchez said he's repping the same hoodie. Go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com and go get you some merch, bro. Stop playing around, man, with yourself, dog. Okay? Okay? Alfredo says, you knocked it out of the park, Shaq, a symbol of change for the better. Well, man, like I said before, it's going to force the Raiders to grow up. You're going to force the Raiders to have to do something that they haven't done, which is finally do things the right way. You don't get to have Fernando Mendoza and don't put nothing around him, dog. You can legitimately make an excuse for it. You bring Lamar Jackson, you can still bullshit. You bring in Fernando Mendoza, man, he did so. I mean, the way that he won was so dramatic. The whole season was just, it was a Cinderella story, bro. Like I said, what did I say about a good movie that the ending's messed up? What did I tell you, man? You see a whole good movie from the beginning, the middle, the end, at the climax of the movie, shit is dumb at the end. What the hell is this? Okay? That's what happened if the Raiders don't draft Mendoza. It just messes everything up for us. It doesn't mess it up for him. He's going to go somewhere and be successful. Okay? He has the it factor. Whether or not people believe it or not, he's going to be successful. Okay, Grand Slam, that's what I do. Tom said, I don't know you, but what about Mike Tomlin as a Raider coach? We have to wait a year for Mike Tomlin. I just told you, Mike Tomlin's not a free agent. Is not a free agent. Mike Tomlin is still under contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They want a first-round pick for him. What first pick do you have? You don't have two firsts. You have one. Okay. He said, I like Brock Bowers. That's about it. That's better than nothing. At least you like somebody. Don't be too hard on us, Shaq, man. We got a good reason to complain. We're Raider Nation. Hey, man, I've been Raider Nation for 52 years, bro. I expect more. Everything that I say about you guys, I'm saying about myself. The difference is that I'm just in the rafters. My status is just rafter status. I'm just retired. I'm just a retired person that's over here from the glory days. But yeah, man, I got to be hard on us, man. We got to do something, dog. We can't keep commitment to mediocrity, bro. We can't keep doing this shit. Come on, dog. We've been in Vegas 6 years, bro. Come on, man. Rosetown, Jeremy, man. Say sometimes losing leads to winning. I can't wait to see it. Okay, all right, man. Crying with snot coming out. I mean, Josh Allen, man, that was a bad look, Josh Allen, bro. You the one that always. You're the one. You got your coach fired, bro. Sean McDermott. Maybe Sean McDermott. Maybe Sean McDermott is still free. No one's talking about McDermott. My boy Ant Cuts called me today, man. Saints fan, but from a Raider family. Yo, Shaq. Hey, man, Sean McDermott, man. I heard y'all trying to get him. I said, man, I ain't heard nothing about no Sean McDermott. I don't even know if he's interviewed yet. But the only problem with Sean McDermott is he's a defensive coach. But Sean McDermott knows how to work with quarterbacks, don't he? Sean McDermott knows how to deal with quarterbacks, don't he? He knows how to deal with MVP quarterbacks, right? Nobody's talking about him. Don't be surprised. Okay? All right, man. We find the people that talked all that mess. Hey, I already know that. Because that's what I did. When I won my chip, bro, I didn't have no time to cry. I had time to be. I was too busy looking for people. Man, when I walked on that campus, man, Shaq, yo, what? Oh, shit. No, I don't want to hear it. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to. I was like, yeah. I was talking shit, bro. I didn't even make it the first period, bro. I was in the office. Before first period bell, bro. They had me in there. Bro. I was in there screaming. What's wrong with you, Shaq? Raiders. I know. They talking about kicking you out of here, dog. You acting a fool. I was like, man, Raiders, man. I know. Raiders, yeah. My assistant principals, they were like, yeah, we did that. But you can't. You have to bring it down. There's nothing we can do. We can't even save you, bruh. Couldn't even save me, bro. The superintendent was at the school. The superintendent was like, who is that Shaq? Hey, they're like, we got him. I'm telling you, dog. I did not care. I did not care, bro. So what did I do the rest of the day? I still called everybody B's and H's. I just didn't say it loud. Yeah, man, y'all a bunch of bees. Yeah, what happened? What happened? I just brought it down. They didn't tell me to stop. They said, just bring it down, dog. You screaming. I was like, I did. Everybody was still bees and hoes all day. All day, bro. Everybody. Y'all still suck, man. That was man, that was crap, man. That was man. I don't know what happened to the who'd you guys pay? Man, the league is rigged. They were saying it back there. The league was rigged. I saw the league is rigged. We were the most penalized team in football, but we were rigged. They just didn't like the fact we won. Okay, straight up. All right, man. Stony, it's what we do, man. Sub the channel. Toppers. TB12 says favorite ring was the next one. Well, man, that's Brady. Who has the most Super Bowls out of everybody? Brady got 7. I mean, that's Brady. But nobody, I mean, that's like talking to Michael Jordan about some rings. The only player on our team that has a ring is Devin White. Nobody else. He was a teammate of TB12. That's the only person that knows how it feels to be a champion. Devin White. That's it. Nobody else. Yeah, we had payphones and newspapers. That's it. And if you didn't have no money for no payphone, you didn't call nobody. Shaq, they meant when they didn't want to talk to you, your friend, or they said they were on the phone, they weren't getting off the phone. Dude, that was before the two-way. That was before the two-way, bruh. So, two-way didn't come into like, Lloyd, when did we get two-way calling? Maybe like 85? Something like that. 80, maybe late 84. So when you call, they would just take the phone off the hook because I'd call back later. And y'all youngins have never heard a busy signal in your life. You've never got on a phone and called something and it was a busy signal. You've never heard that ever. That just goes to show you, bro, how far back it was. We had busy signals when we won our last one, bro, where you can actually just take your phone off the hook and no one can call you. You can just take the phone off the hook and you'd hear a busy signal. That's what it was. I'm getting busy signals everywhere. They just they just take the phone off the hook, man. With Shaq calling, man. I'm gonna take the phone off the hook. Upshaw, Gene Upshaw, facts. I thought all of us OG Raider fans had died. Oh, come on, man. You missed this channel, bro. I mean, this channel has been here. Lloyd Lay. You know what it is. Vince Mills. Bolitnikov socks covered with sticker all day. Okay. All right, man. Eat Trizzle. Eat Trizzle. Third Super Bowl today, bruh. You better be smoking something nice. I got 30 more minutes before the LA Lakers and the LA strippers come on. I will be leaving. Hopefully you guys got a Prime, Amazon Prime. You should have seen how happy I was when Aaron Rodgers choked. Hey, man, a lot of people was. Amos in the building. Amos Broadneck. Hey, I ain't seen you in a minute. Okay. Didn't he wear number 28? Yes, he did. I like the channel because you talk stupid shit. If you talk stupid shit, you get called on it. I respect your Raider knowledge. Everything you said has been accurate, and you can easily verify. Well, man, it's like I always try to say, Stoney, I mean, I appreciate you being here. I'll say this to you. Dude, you're supposed to know what you love, right? You love something, you're supposed to know it. You're supposed to know it, bro. You love the Raiders as much as you say you do, but so many people love the Raiders, they don't know shit about the Raiders. You don't love the Raiders like I love the Raiders. I know everything about the Raiders. It's my life. I grew up in that stadium in Oakland, bro. I've been a fan since 74, bro. I was a Raider fan when we didn't win nothing, before we won a championship. So, yeah, man, I know a lot. I lived it and I loved it. I still love it. But I don't make excuses for it. Okay? And if anybody comes on here and say something crazy, I just call you out your name and say something crazy to you and block you. You got to be fans for decades to know these things. 52. Okay? I think Denver's cooked without Bo Nix. I hope so. Bullet Bob Hayes. Yeah, my father ran track with Bullet Bob Hayes. Lloyd Lay, I remember when they announced Matt Millen before the game. He ran on the field and they had a camera and the defense came up and said we're going to beat them, and I knew we would win. Hey, dude, I was scared, though. I was scared, bro. That Friday before, At school, everybody was telling me, man, on Monday we're gonna clown you, Shaq, when you come to school. When the Raiders get their ass whooped by the Hogs, we are going to laugh. We're gonna clown. We're gonna cap on you. We're gonna say all these crazy things to you. We can't wait. I said we're gonna win. Everybody was no. When Monday came, they were running. They were running like roaches, bro. They ain't wanting nothing. They didn't want to say nothing to me, bro. I was going crazy, bro. Crazy. Raider Trey was there. Bill was there. They'll tell you. They saw it. They were just happy. They weren't doing what I was doing. Stoney with the $10 dono. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate you. Kenny King. Facts. Riggers was a train. That's right. Canute, he was off the thing. 3 interceptions. Rod Martin. Bob Hames is from Jacksonville. Yes, he is. He's from Jayville. All right. My father's from Panama City. All right. Yep. Bob Hayes was he was just ridiculous in speed. Okay. Van McElroy, man. Christian lives out by you, Shaq. Oh, Christian Okoye. I think I'm friends with him on Facebook, if I ain't mistaken. I think I'm friends with him. I think I talked to him once or twice on Facebook. I gave him his props, man. But I forgot who hit him, man. Who hit Christian Okoye, man, that ended his whole shit? It's always somebody who has those hits that end something. Aeneas Williams ended Steve Young. Lawrence Taylor ended. Remember when Lawrence Taylor broke Joe Theismann's leg on Monday Night Football? Remember that? It's always somebody, man. But Christian Okoye got hit by somebody. I can't remember who it was. But he got hit by somebody. He was never the same after that, bro. Never the same. Bill Holloway, I got my flap top today. That's what he asked me about AP coming back. I haven't heard nothing about AP. King Ed, what's going on? George Atkinson, Tatum. Come on, man. Don't forget about Dr. Death, man. Skip Thomas. Don't forget about all our guys that was on that defense. Phil Villapiano. Let's not forget about them. Yeah, Raymond Chester, man. I talked to Mr. Chester, man. I interviewed Raymond Chester. Okay, right on his channel, man. Go to the post-game show of the Dallas Cowboy and Raider game. Matt Millen punched the GM of the Patriots in '85. Yeah, I remember that. Tony said, I remember that first game of the season when Mendoza starts is going to be fun to watch. I mean, if we do it right. Willie Brown. Raiders got to turn this around. Marcus Guillaume. Promote PG. That would be nice. I have 4 grandkids. I blinked and got old. That happens, bro. If it's your son, you got to rock his jersey. And I don't care what team he pays for, bro. I don't care, dog. I'm wearing it. Has my name on the back. My son is a third. He's a Matthew 3. He's a third, bro. Ain't no way in hell I'm not wearing his shit. I don't care where he plays for, bro. I don't care. I'm wearing it. I'll be there, bro. I'm not that kind of parent, bro. It ain't about me. See, the bad part about that is Brock Bowers' father, man, salute to Mr. Bowers, man. But Mr. Bowers, bro, that moment wasn't about you, man. It was about your kid, bro. It wasn't about you, bro. It wasn't about him. It was about his son, man. And that was, that right there, bro. Like I said, man, sometimes, man, you want for your kid, and your kid decides to go, things happen. I mean, he didn't pick the Raiders picked him. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, I've seen him after that. He looked happy when he was at the games now, but come on, dog. That's going to always be played, bro. That's always going to be in your kid's Hall of Fame video footage when he got drafted by the Raiders and everybody's jumping up and down, but you're sitting in your lazy boy chair, not even moving, bro. Your son just got drafted in the National Football League. You know how hard that shit is, bro? You know how many players play? Just look at all the, you don't even have to go that far back. Just think of all the high school players that are playing football right now. And then you think about all the players that didn't make it to Division I or Division II or Division III. You think about all the players who didn't get drafted. And you think about all the players who didn't get drafted in the first round. And you think about all the players who caught 100 passes in his rookie year. Come on, man. Your son is special, bro. You shouldn't have did that, but it is what it is. Okay? All right? All right. Okay. Bernard Brown. Hey, Shaq, I'm 30-year fan, Raider fan. Grew up in Jacksonville. Went to Gilbert Junior High School, home of beat Bob Hayes. Yeah, man. Whole bunch of you, and you probably knew some of my cousins out because there's about 900 Shaqs out there in Jacksonville. They're all over the place. Like I said, you meet a girl out there, man, you better find out what her mama maiden name is. Okay, her last name might even be Gonzalez. Don't matter. Okay, she's probably related to me. I'm telling you, there's too many of them down there, bro. Jacksonville's full of Shaqs all over the place. All right, I'm telling you, mixed ones. They could be white, Hispanic, Asian. They could be Italian. They could be Indian. They could be Eskimo. You better ask, bruh. If not, you're gonna be related to me after you get one of them knocked up. You will be related to Shaq because there's too many of them, dog, and too many. Okay, I'm telling you, they're all over the place. All right, priorities educating the youth. Young men, listen to this man loving his son. Hey man, I'm listening. I don't care, bro. I made my son. I didn't make the Raiders. Right? I didn't make the Raiders. The Raiders were already existed when I was born. Raiders were already an organization. They're already AFL champions, bro. They had already been in the Super Bowl before I was born. Raiders were Super Bowl 1. No, Super Bowl 2. Super Bowl 2. I wasn't born. Super Bowl 2, I was not born. When we lost Super Bowl 2 to the Green Bay Packers, I wasn't born. Raiders had already been in the Super Bowl before I was even around. So I didn't make the Raiders. Raiders just chose me. The Shield chose me. I made mine. That one in there is mine. I'm always going to ride with my family first, bro. Family first, bro. Then we can talk about this football shit after that. Okay, 6:30. A YouTube video of Bob Hayes smoking people. He was absolutely killing them, dog. He was killing them. Okay. My dad said that when Bob Hayes won the Tokyo Olympics, he had a pulled hamstring. I think he pulled it in the semis in the Olympics, and they didn't even know that he was going to run or not. Didn't matter. He set the world record, bro. With a pulled hammy, man. He set the world record. I'm telling you, bro. He's probably the fastest. I'll say because Bob Hayes was a wide receiver, he's probably the fastest of all time, but the fastest defensive player of all time, without question, is your boy Darryl Green. Bill always says, I'm waiting for the 49ers Raiders Super Bowl. Yeah, that would be nice. Bill, we're going, bro. We're going to that game, dog. 49ers and Raiders, man. The block punt, pick six, 17 Bob Trejo, total domination. Yeah, man. Remember when Ray Guy, when they hiked the ball, when the long snapper hiked the ball to Ray Guy, and Ray Guy had to jump up and catch the football, and he palmed it with one hand. Ray Guy was a super athlete, bro. Super athlete. Go watch that play when the ball went way over and Ray Guy jumped up, caught the ball with one hand. He definitely was at least 11 feet in there, like caught the ball, brought it down with one hand and punted it. That ball was way over, Ray Guy said. Boom, brought it down, palmed it. You can go find a picture of him on Google right now in that Super Bowl when that ball was that high up and Ray Guy just jumped up, snatched it out of the air with one hand and punted it. I mean, it just was not gonna happen, bro. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. Went to every home game that year. That's right, P-Dog. Okay? Feel better than the Raiders than I have in years. Okay? Me too. Amos, if we get Clint, we're gonna get Carr back. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Okay? The only person I betray Mendoza for is Mahomes. But that's not gonna happen. Okay? We need Cignetti. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Let's stop. Cignetti just is about to, either he's about to sign an 8-year deal or he's getting ready to sign. He signed it already. Cignetti ain't going away. Like I keep trying to tell you guys, man. The state of Indiana has more money than the Raiders. The Indiana Hoosiers has more money than the Raiders. We're not paying Cignetti $18 million, $20 million. We're not paying him that. That's why he's not coming. I wouldn't come either. I just won a national championship. I just made history. I got to run that shit back. I got to run that back, bro. I'm not leaving, man. I got to run that back. I'm not Jim Harbaugh where I had all these you know, these infractions that he had, all these things that he did. That's why Michigan is all jacked up for all that stuff that they did, all that illegal shit that they did, recruiting and all of that stuff. Okay, well they can't be in a bowl game for 10 years and all that shit. That's why he left, because he's like, man, let me get up out of here. Signetti's about to get paid. 15 jerseys will be on back order. I mean, more jerseys, more everything, man. It's just better marketing situation. Mendoza on a rookie deal. Let the Raiders buy talent, fill the holes. Yeah, man, do you guys know how much Lamar Jackson gets paid? Lamar Jackson is due for a contract extension. He's going to be a 60 burger. You paid Eugene 43 million to lead the league in picks. Right now, the highest paid quarterback in the National Football League is Dak Prescott. He's getting 60 M's. Lamar's going to get 60. Do we have 60 million to give Lamar Jackson? Our cap number is what, 87? We ain't got no money for no Lamar, bro. All right, Bill. We had another quarterback who had disabilities, a Hispanic Heisman Trophy winner. Yeah, Jim Plunkett. He had 2 blind parents, and he was Hispanic, and he was a Heisman Trophy winner. Does Mark Davis even care about the Raiders? I think he cares about the Raiders. He doesn't care about Raider Nation. He don't care about us. He cares. I think he cares about us only so much. He cares about the Raiders. He don't care about what we want. I can't even say he doesn't care about Raider Nation. That's wrong. He cares about Raider Nation, but he's gonna make a business decision first. Business is first with Mark. Football was first with his father. Raiders won, didn't have no money. Raiders have money, we don't win. Ham, no burger. Peanut butter, no jelly. Kool-Aid, no sugar. 2 things that'll never go together. Gas, no car. Car, no lights. Car, no engine. Engine, no car. Come on, bro. We don't never have 2 things that go together. Okay? Saturday night, no date. Y'all know that one, right? Can't call it. What time we got? Okay, 38. All right. Still got some time. Indiana's Charlie Becker. Very fast, 4.4 seconds. Some reports as low as 4.2. Yeah. Sucks AB is such a diva. Would have been a great Raider, minus the bullshit. It's unfortunate. Well, man, AB did it to himself. In AB's defense, and I'm not here to defend AB, but I'm just here to tell the truth, because the truth is more important than anything with me. I don't have to like you to tell the truth about you. One thing about Shaq don't cap and make up stuff. If I don't like you, I don't need to make up more shit. That's what a lot of people do. They don't like you, they create more reasons and say shit that ain't even true to justify why they don't like you. This is an absolute fact right here, Marcus. There's no wide receiver in the history of the National Football League, including Jerry Rice, including Randy Moss, including Terrell Owens, including Tim Brown, including Larry Fitzgerald, including Chris Carter, anybody that you name that had the first 8 years better than Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown's stats, the first from year 1 to year 8, more catches than anybody, more yards than anybody, more touchdowns than anybody. Go look it up. Antonio Brown is a Hall of Famer. May not like him. He did all kinds of clown shit. He made a mockery of himself. He did all kinds of bullshit. But the numbers speak for themselves, bro. Nobody had more yards, touchdowns, and completions in the first 8 years of their career than AB. When did he start messing up? He messed up with the Steelers. Once he messed up with the Steelers, it was over. And he's a Super Bowl champion. He should be in the hall, but he isn't going to get in because they don't like him. That shouldn't be a prerequisite. Your stats should be your stats. What you did shouldn't have shit to do with whether you like a cat or not. But Barry Bonds isn't in, not because of the steroids, because of his relationship with the media. He was a 3-time league MVP before he even came to the Giants. When he was with the Pirates, he was a 3-time league MVP. He should be in the Hall, but he's not because he's not liked. So, AB, bro, he did it to himself. But he did it to himself when he was with the Steelers. Him being with the Raiders, he never played for the Raiders. He never played a down for the Raiders. Not preseason, not regular season. He went to training camp. He asked for his release. He got it. He ran around. I'm free. Pirouetting. He never played for us. Went to the Patriots, played 1 week, got cut. Got $8 million for 1 week. Hooked up with Tom Brady, won a Super Bowl. Came back the next year, took off his jersey, swung it around like P.D. Pablo, threw it in the stands, hasn't played since. Still should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, liking somebody don't mean shit. What did he do between those lines, bro? What did he do when he was out there? I just told you. More yards than Rice. Who's the GOAT? Rice. More touchdowns than Rice. More catches than Rice. More yards than Rice. He should be in the Hall, but he isn't. Nor will he be. King Ed, Davis Webb, Denver Broncos coach will be a quarter play caller. We'll see. Okay? Blazing on that Oliva right now. I still got it in there. 20 years ago, Kobe put 20 years ago, he put 81 on Toronto. Yeah, he did. Yeah, those shoes came out today, man. The Kobe ones, bro. They came out today. Okay, if you're interested. All right? Derek, I'm not even going to insult your intelligence, but what number was Ray Guy? Number 8. It was Atwater. Oh, yeah. Steve Atwater. Oh, my God. I forgot. Steve Atweezy. He just made the Hall of Fame last year. Steve Atwater. There's certain dudes, bro, that just hitters. Tatum, not in the Hall because you know what he did. It was legal. Doesn't matter. Steve Atwater just got in the Hall. Ronnie Lott in the Hall. Aeneas Williams not in the Hall. Brian Dawkins in the Hall. These dudes hitters, bro. Hitters. I'm telling you. Aeneas Williams should be in the Hall. Steve Atwater just got in the Hall last year. That hit he put on Christian Okoye, bro. Bo Jackson took out the boss. Yes, he did. Assassin took out Stingley. The assassin gave Earl Campbell a stinger. That he hit Earl Campbell in the end zone. And Earl Campbell was flipped upside down. Earl Campbell said he couldn't feel his legs after that hit. Earl Campbell was never the same after that hit that Jack Tatum gave him. He never was the same. All right. Yeah, Christian Okoye, it was done. Bo gave Ronnie Lott a pretty good shot too. Yeah. Should have an HC by Monday. 6'4" Tokyo. I already know. Ray Guy was the greatest punter ever. He's the only punter in the Hall of Fame. There's only one punter in the Hall of Fame, bro. There's only 3 kickers in the Hall of Fame. People that kick the ball. Let's see if I get it right. Ray Guy's the only punter in the Hall of Fame. You got Mark Mosley, who was on that team in '83 that we beat. Kicker. And what's his name? Left-footed kicker that played for the Saints. What's his name? Had the Dutch name. What's that? What's his name, dog? The Dutch kicker. What's his name, man? Left-footed kicker, has a Dutch name, and played for the Saints. I think that's it. What's that? Well, I can't think of his name right now. Anderson? Morton Anderson, if I ain't mistaken. Morton Anderson. Go look it up, see if I'm right. Somebody go pull up Google, see if Shaq got it right. Morton Anderson, Mark Mosley, Ray Guy. Only one punter, though, and he's a Raider. Okay. Move out of the first spot. Why? For what? McDermott and Mendoza. That would be pretty cool. All right, man. Okay. All right, got you, man. All right. Okay. Billy White Shoes Johnson. Yeah, Billy White Shoes Johnson, number 84, bro. Billy White Shoes Johnson. Okay. All right. They try to say Billy White Shoes Johnson is the first player to wear white cleats. Nah, that was Joe Namath. Joe Namath wore white cleats, bro. Everybody was like, "What are you doing wearing white cleats, Joe?" I tell you, Joe Namath, like, man, shit, I'm a superstar. Joe Namath had the fur on the sidelines. He had the white cleats, laying up with all the models. Okay. Said Julio Jones, 10,731 in 11 games. Look it up again. You looked it up? Well, I got the other two right then. Okay. Darryl Stingley. Yeah, that was a bad hit. Sean Taylor, man. Oh, my God. Do y'all remember Sean Taylor's hit? I said the first 8 years, you got that right? First 8? Sean Taylor, man. Man, what an absolute monster. Okay. Yeah, Morton Anderson, I got it right. I know what I'm talking about. I got it right. Morton Anderson, I got it right. I'm right. Yeah, Tony Romo, only punter. I checked it. I got it right. Aeneas Williams is in the Hall of Fame. Is he in? Cool. All right, good. He should be. He should be. I'm glad he is. I'm glad Aeneas is in. I didn't know he was in. He should be in. Okay, so out of all the guys I named, who's not in? Jack Tatum. And he won't get in because he never apologized. He never apologized to Darryl Stingley. But you know who's Darryl Stingley's grandson? Derek Stingley Jr. that plays for the Texans. That's his grandson. Yeah, Broadway Joe smoked cigarettes on the sidelines. Well, that ain't the only person that smoked cigarettes on the sidelines. Lynn Dawson smoked on the sidelines too. You could find a picture of Lynn Dawson smoking on the sidelines, smoking a cigarette. You know who else was smoking cigarettes on the sidelines, bro? John Madden. You didn't know John Madden smoked cigarettes, did you? John Madden smoked cigarettes on the sidelines during the games. Go look. Go put it in, see if you see it. Coach Madden was on the sidelines at Oakland smoking him a Newport. Smoking him a port. Now he's probably smoking like what did they smoke back then, bro? He's probably smoking a Lucky Strike or something. John Madden was on the sideline smoking a cigarette on the sideline. Good old days, bro. Where you could smoke anywhere. Where you could smoke on an airplane. How many of y'all old enough to remember when they were smoking on an airplane? How many of y'all old enough to remember that? Now you can't smoke nowhere. You can't do shit. Okay. All right, man. All right, you back. Okay, for sure, man. I got like 10 minutes. Yeah, Blanca. Yeah, man. He is, but he was a combination. George Blanda is in the Hall of Fame, but he's a hybrid. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Nope. Hold on. There's somebody else in there too. What about Lou Groza? Lou Groza that played for the Browns back in the 50s. He was a kicker. But I think he was a hybrid though. I'm talking about pure kicker. Lou Groza, he should be in the Hall of Fame. Sammy Baugh. Sammy Baugh was a punter and a quarterback for the Washington Redskins in the 30s or 40s. How do I know all of this stuff? Sammy Baugh's in the Hall of Fame. He was a punter. I think Sammy Baugh had the highest punt average for a season. I think he punted I think his average was like 50-something, 60-something or something like that. Sammy Baugh's in the Hall of Fame. He was a punter too. You had a lot of guys. Also, who else was also a punter, quarterback punter? What's his name? Graham. Graham that played in the 50s, he was a punter and a quarterback too for the Browns. What was his name? Graham. What was his name? I can't think of his first name. But Graham. There's a bunch of guys that punted too. But I'm talking about strictly punters. I mean, strictly kickers and punters. But I think Luke Grosek was also an offensive lineman too. So you got the guys that also like the Blandas, the Otto Graham. Look up, see if Otto Graham's in there. Otto Graham was a punter. Sammy Baugh was a punter. Redskins and quarterback. So you got those guys that did multiple positions. But as far as pure kicker, Mark Mosley, Morton Anderson, Ray Guy. I got that shit right. Got it right. I love Sean Taylor, bro. Kenny Easley's in the hall. Didn't Kenny Easley just pass? Yusuf, didn't Kenny Easley, I think he passed last year. But he made the Hall of Fame before he passed away. Okay. Cambodia says, you love football, bro. Hey, man, I'm just as good in basketball, man, but we don't have no basketball aficionados in here. I go just as hard on some hoop, just as hard on some baseball, just as hard on some history, just as hard on some shit. I'm very knowledgeable in a lot of different subjects. Basketball, I'm just as knowledgeable. I try to do the basketball, but I can't get the people to get in here, man. Y'all don't know basketball like y'all know football. You didn't know Madden smoked cigarettes. Hey, man, go look at footage. You don't got to believe Shaq. Put John Madden in this thing called Google. Put in John Madden and put cigarettes. Tell me what you see. I guarantee you see video of John Madden smoking a cigarette on the sidelines in Oakland with a blue Raider parka, not black, blue. Go look. See if I don't get it right. Cambodia says, I'm OG Oakland. Hey, I'm OG too. I'm Oakland OG too. So is Bill. I be knowing my shit, bro. I be knowing what I'm talking about on here. I know what I'm talking about. If it came down to who's the most knowledgeable Raider content creator, I should have 1 million subs because I'm the most knowledgeable out of everybody. There's nobody that knows more than me. But knowing everything doesn't translate to views and subscribers. It doesn't translate. But I'd rather be me. Boom, boom. Boom. I'd rather be me, bro. All right, Prebolitnikov smoked cigarettes too. Lynn Dawson. The bunch of dudes that smoke cigarettes, bro, at halftime. Smoking cigarettes back in the 60s wasn't considered to be what we know it to be. A lot of people, like, they smoke cigarettes, man, when you're in the military. Because when you were in World War II and, World War I, they started smoking cigarettes like at World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, because they would keep you warm. Smoke cigarettes, man. You on them cold ass things, you smoke cigarettes to keep you warm. Okay? So, smoking cigarettes wasn't viewed as no big deal. Okay, it wasn't. Okay. All right, man. 13 and Webster. Okay, man, for sure, Kim. I see you, bro. Okay, 13 and Webster. Salute to the O. 8-track player, my Mustang will play 2 tracks at once. I stuck a pack of matches into the corner. Yeah, man. Man, the thing about those 8 tracks, bro, is you couldn't rewind those 8 tracks, bro. You had to do the programs. You'd have program 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you just click, 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 and it would just jump around. You couldn't rewind it and fast forward it. So a lot of times you just have to wait until it goes loops around. You try to click it to jump to the other side, and you can never hit a song dead on. And you can never start on a song. 8 tracks, you couldn't start on a song, bro. You had to, when you put it in, wherever it was at, was where it was at. Record, you can put it on a selection. Cassette, you'd have to rewind and find a song before they had, back in the early 80s when you were able to find the spaces, the cassette would be able to find, the blank spot. But the 8 track, you had to wait. My dad got his damn Earth, Wind and Fire 8 track as a player on. He's playing the damn what album? He's playing the damn Getaway album. He's playing that. And I want to hear a certain song. I was like, Dad, put that song on. My dad be like, cool. It's this song. Cool. This song. They had to look, pull it out and look at the back. Okay. All right, this one's the closest one. You might be wanting song 8, but you'd have to listen to song 6 and 7 to get to 8. So we're old school. Okay. Oakland in the building. Yeah, Otto Graham. I got that shit right. Come on, man. How many things do I have to get right around here, bro? Was I born in the 30s and 40s and 50s? No. Sometimes you have to fold a pack of matches. That's true. The guy's only punter. Ken Stabler, the Snake. I love Snake. All right, man. Started smoking 5 years old in Houston. Man, I didn't do none of that, man, but it is what it is, man. But smoking was not a big deal. Being yourself translate the subs. Well, I got 15,000. I mean, damn near. Another AB that's looking bad is Adrian Broner, bro. Messing up big time. Yeah, man. I interviewed AB, man, back in the days, bro. All right, man. USMC 87, 85, man. Hoorah, man. Salute. Okay. Grape Street. Hey, man. Down here. Yeah. Saw the Calabasas promo. Hey, man. I'm making moves, bro. I'm making moves. Y'all didn't think. No one thought that. No one thought that I would be doing what I'm doing. But I'm very secretive. When you look at me, you need to be thinking, what has he got going on? I always got something popping. All right. Okay. All right. Nicotine is also an appetite suppressor. All right, man. Those gonna join. Yeah, man. I see you, bro. Much love, y'all. I got to go prep for the storm coming. Yeah, I got to get up out here, too. World needs more love. World needs a lot of things. Love always is what the world needs the most of. Okay? All right, man. Love all y'all, man. I'm about to go in here and watch the Lakers and the Clippers. We need to beat their brains in real quick. I'm going to go get me my salmon dinner. I'm about to enjoy the rest of my night. And I'll holler at y'all tomorrow, man. But 42 years ago today, I won my 3rd Super Bowl. So I'll be back later to finish smoking this. Okay? When is the Mendoza merch coming? What makes you think I don't already got the Mendoza merch already? Match check and filter.